Seconds. It takes a few seconds before anything streams, so Jen's going to keep waving. And I think by now we've probably started. Hello, everybody. And welcome back to Orin D&D. This is the Delinquents campaign, Session 35, Radiohead, on the 11th of June, 2023. Our previous session was the ending of Deja Vu, Session 34 on the 28th of May, 2023, about a couple weeks ago. The events of the previous session are as follows. And thank you very much to Jen for providing a portion of the session summary today. She already has summary inspiration from the last 3 times and hasn't used it. And I've been told that her reason for holding on to it is to help her, quote-unquote, kiss boys. So Jen gets nothing from this except our recognition. Thank you, Jen. The events of the previous session are as follows. So, after their meeting with former director Johnson, the party, specifically Ashim, Agfall, and Gutter Snipe, everyone returned to the dorm. The next morning, Ashim, Agfall, and Gutter Snipe mostly settled down for some time while Lauva, Mace, and Aaron went to check on Palmer just to make sure that everything was okay. They did find that he was okay. They arrived at the infirmary, discussed some events with him briefly, and asked him how he was feeling, with Palmer stating that he really didn't remember anything and that he felt like shit. But with the party, especially Lauva, confirming that he was in fact all right, they were satisfied and left him in the care of the Department of Divine Studies. On the morning of Friday, October 12th, 995, the party began a time skip as things seemed to begin to quiet down at the university, especially for the party themselves. And each different character kind of went through their own little set of events. We had Mace outside one night while walking, discovered 2 young people attempting to steal a gear carriage. She noticed that on one end of the T intersection, a constable was approaching, but decided not to warn either the constable or the thieves, and instead let the situation play out. The half-orcish woman was caught while attempting to steal the gear carriage, while the other, smaller, gnomish man escaped. And Mace continued into the night, having allowed this to happen, content not to interfere with what she perhaps believed was destined to be. Gutter Snipe one day, kind of strolling through to the Department of Arcane Studies, overheard a conversation between 2 students about what school of magic would make the best cookies. The argument was between, conjuration and evocation, if I remember correctly. They asked Gutter Snipe what his opinion was, and he claimed transmutation, that you would be able to control the flavor of the cookies, whatever the outcome was. They agreed and went off on their way, but continued to argue about who would be second best. After sparring combat in her intro to combat course, Lauva found a child crying over, Jen, you wrote over their gnome stuck in a tree. It is not their gnome. Lauva found a small child crying over their mole that had gotten stuck in a tree on a tall branch. Lauva begrudgingly assisted the young boy and got the mole back, only for the mole to run away from the child once more, leading to another chase. While meditating, Aaron heard very strange noises coming from below, which eventually led to stranger, louder noises. After some time, he decided to investigate to see exactly what was happening. He went down a floor and found that behind the door, which several people on the floor had already either gathered outside of or had begun to peek at from their own rooms, was a sock. And Aaron recognized that, this was indeed a sock on the door situation. But desperate, determined to learn exactly what that represented, he busted down the door, and to his shock and horror, saw events that I cannot describe with words and will not attempt to do so. We can only pray that none of us end up like that poor meadworm that day. And Aaron, shocked and horrified at this image, immediately turned himself invisible with Barrel's magic and fled the scene, eventually informing Gorn to not go down there. After which Gorn did, to a similar shock and horror. Let's see what else we got. There were quite a few of these. Ashim was having not much luck, unfortunately, accessing archives to find tomes on demonology. And after a fruitless attempt one day, heard a loud bang from a nearby practice room in the Department of Arcane Studies. Found that a young woman named Rudy had purchased a counterfeit wand in order to cheat her way through a class that she had purchased from none other than the Wizrad. It was a wand of ruined day instead of a wand of scorching ray, unfortunately for her. And he also learned that although she was a magic student, she could not even figure out how to use her orb as a spell focus. She had been kicked out of her parents' house and told to go do something worthwhile. And so Ashim, perhaps taking pity, or perhaps just wanting to get this sad creature out of his sight, learned that she liked to cook and instead brought her to Gadway, much to the latter's dismay. Mace, in the Department of Practical Studies, one evening overheard a conversation between a few students on who actually won the human-orcish war that had very recently concluded. There were some choice statements passed around the table before Mace decided to jump in and chastise the group for their disrespect of war veterans and the efforts in the North. She basically scared them off, but didn't lose her cool too much, luckily. And eventually, after some time of searching, was able to start finding some sort of spiritual assistance in the Department of Divine Studies to help calm her after recent confusing events. Gutter Snipe, outside of the dormitories one day, saw a small group of children tipping over an outhouse towards the edge of a cliff. And acting neutrally, maybe, convinced the small crew of delinquent children to instead use a different method of lifting and push the outhouse the other way onto the ground, spilling it all over the terrible, poor occupant inside. They ran away from the constables after this happened, and he was introduced to the leader, a small child named Timmy, who was clearly the leader of this band of misfits. Lauva, one day, walking around in the Department of Artistic Studies, came upon Palmer and an unidentified woman. having a conversation. She hid around the corner and observed for a time unnoticed, where she recognized that Palmer was clearly uncomfortable at this woman's undivided attention towards him. She was able to keep her own cool, walked up and took Palmer away to go to class, where the two stepped into a nearby hallway for some time, had a bit of a heart-to-heart on what happened and what they did and did not remember, before Lauva promised that he would not be hurt again the way he had, and that they would figure out what exactly had happened. Ishim, one night, on a meeting to Gadway, snuck up on a few children who were graffitiing one of the dormitories. He was able to scare them off by magically mimicking the sound of approaching constables, and found that many different phrases and words had been painted on the side, including a "Timmy was here." He decided to add to the graffiti and wrote "Harkum sucks massive dong" with Z's instead of S's. And then afterwards, met with Gadway in his dorm for some time, where he apologized to Gadway for not treating him as a proper friend like he ought to have. Gadway seemed confused by the notion of this, but nonetheless forgave him, and the two indulged in a night of binge drinking, specifically of the brew that Rudy and her ruined day had completely butchered. They would both later spend the night holding back each other's head tendrils / beard while vomiting out the window and into every other container in the dormitory. And finally, something I already described at the right before we started this session. Aaron, one day, after the waiting at the end of a gnome ball practice to meet up with all of his friends, were intercepted. He was intercepted by Vamak and Vadak, two of the members of the Squid City Scholars, Squid City University's gnome ball team, where they were arguing about who had the better physique. This went on for quite some time, with Aaron recognizing that the two looked and sounded and acted identically, and he decided to poke some fun at them and continued to have them pose and pose until Agval joined them, showing off his own strong physique, while the rest of the party happened to gather around them. And at the end of the day, we saw Gorn in the window, maybe not, also hitting some fat poses, because he is wont to do that. Anyways, those are the events of Session 34, Deja Vu, Part 2. Today, it's Radiohead, Session 35, June 11th, 2023. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything else before we begin? Okay. Sounds like none. Well then, folks, we're gonna get into it. So, where we last left off, and hopefully that music loads for you in a timely manner. Where we last left off, you all are actually gathered outside of the Gnome Ball Stadium, minus Palmer, who knows where that guy is. But Aaron, Guttersnipe, Lauva, Agval, Ishim, and I don't know why Mace is called Lauva in here, but Mace. You have all gathered outside of the Gnome Ball Stadium. Practice has just finished for those of you who are at practice, and the rest of you have all just happened to kind of be walking around in the same spot, witnessing the strange poses put on by Vamak, Vadak, and Agval, and perhaps in the distance, Gorn. After some time, Vamak and Vadak and the rest of the no ball team kind of part ways, leaving all of you outside of the no ball stadium. And I can say that it's been a quiet few weeks after everything that happened back in Harkham's office. No shootings or disappearing corpses, no forgotten memories or unexplainable injuries. And given the minimal damage to the Department of Arcane Studies this time around, no more house arrests or missing faculty. This lack of strange activity would be more comforting if the anxiety of what's to come and what has already happened wasn't always in the back of your mind. But, all things considered, you welcome the silence nonetheless. Not to say the campus hasn't been busy. Autumn is here. And with that comes warm drinks, gnome ball, and midterms. You'd almost forgotten, in fact, that you were students here, but as exams approach, the grim reminder of your academic responsibilities has begun to weigh on you. Of course, there's plenty of distractions, both personal and campus-wide. Everyone is buzzing about the game on Sunday versus the Mountaineers, and practice has been brutal as a result. Also, for context, it's Monday, October 29th, 995 today. As well as the gnome ball game, you've begun to notice flyers all around campus and the surrounding area advertising a revolutionary new technology developed by Westerfield A&A that promises to amaze and astound. It's to be revealed at the tailgate, as many such things are, and while no one really knows what it could be, there's certainly been plenty of conjecture. You have gathered all around outside of the Gnome Ball Stadium around one such flyer. In fact, not just a flyer, but a copy of the Squid City Inquisitor for October of 995. Mace, you're the eldest and most caught up on the events of the times, and so you're the one who ended up getting a copy of this. If you want to go ahead and open up, I've sent a copy of it in the chat over here, and I'd love to see if I could get it as a PNG or something for the Discord or for the Tabletop Simulator, but I don't think that I can. So I'm not going to try. But the six of you have all kind of passed this around and taken a look, just for the sake of staying informed with this month's notable events, at least as recorded by the news. I'll allow you all to read through that at your own pace, or not read through it at all if you don't want to, because I'm not going to force you. But
and Fing Pop Google.
I have a question. Is that in another language?
Yeah, that is in Gnomish.
I can read Gnomish. I'm a gnome.
Yeah, so this is just this little section in here is just another advertisement for like local community groups seeking volunteers for like garbage pickup and things like that. It's nothing of real note. I've given you, of course, only the front page. The rest of the newspaper is full of the typical articles. You know, there's a list of obituaries and of recent births and housing developments and planned work in the neighborhoods. Notably, no mention of Director Johnson's trial. You kind of expected that this would be something that's making big news, but, well, you haven't seen it in the newspaper, so clearly it's not that big of news. But you all kind of sit there, stand outside for a while as the wind whistles through the trees and the drying grass. Ishim and Aaron, it's cold. And more than that, it's cold during the day. A very uncomfortable and unfamiliar feeling for both of you, given your upbringings. The rest of you, Lauva and Mace and Guttersnipe, and especially Agval, are used to the ebb and flow of the seasons, though they certainly seem to be a little more brutal in the dry climate atop the mountain of where Squid City has been perched. But Lauva and Mace and others, it does remind you of autumn in the plains. In fact, with the orange and yellow leaves falling from the trees and rustling in the winds. There probably aren't many places in the Crimsons that have trees and life like this, and so you feel a little more comfortable, a little more at home with something familiar like this. Though you do remember, of course, you are on top of a big old mountain, which is a little strange.
I look at our more cold, climately acclimated friends and try to just mimic their complete stoicism, the horrifying void I feel and lack of heat, and try to hide it, and then just copy how they look.
Yeah, you wanna roll a deception check for me?
First hand, friendo.
Nice.
Ooh, it just started big rain in here.
How
Oh damn!
ambient?
Would you look at that? Let's see. That's gonna be a tasty 4.
A 4.
Oh, buddy.
Um. Yeah.
Is she
Nobody's thrilled.
are you okay?
Yeah, that's it.
Dear, I think your scales are frosting over.
Oh,
It's only
it's
50
just
degrees
that.
out today.
It's just that time of the month for Dragonborns, you know.
Right.
I don't blame him. It's fucking freezing out here. Can we like find somewhere warmer? Perhaps maybe go back to the dorms.
It's guys, it's only gonna get colder. It's pretty nice outside.
It's getting colder. When?
The next
Winter?
4 months, probably 5.
Man, this
Brett,
is
question.
unbearable.
Yeah.
What does winter mean for Arathalian culture?
It's a desert, so it's still pretty warm. There's some like astronomical stuff that goes on with winter. So there are definitely like cultural and holiday shifts for sure. But the climate, unless you're like a kind of strange cultural kind of person, they're not going to mimic like seasons inside of their magically climated houses. They're just going to keep it cool because of the summer, the desert heat. So
when does Squid City get their climate controlling magics set up?
Oh, you know what? Darling, we can buy you a coat. How about?
How about
That's a
just
good
a
question.
fire?
But
Really good.
what if I get too hot with the coat?
Really? You're worried about getting too hot?
I'm not complaining. I'll take a coat.
Ishim, do you know what snow is?
Yeah, what's snow?
I mean, read about it in a book once. I heard it's like white sand, but we've got that
White
Darling,
sand.
we're getting you a coat.
Where do you get this white sand?
on the ground
On the ground?
and home.
Oh. Where do we where can we find it? Like that sounds really interesting.
Well, we could always prepare my magic carpet, and we can go find some.
I am rifling in my pockets, trying to scrounge up as much gold as I can find to see if I can afford 2 coats for these fuckers.
Yeah, how much gold do you have?
102.
Oh, you could definitely get a couple coats.
You could always ask the Bank of Snipe.
Good.
Yeah.
Very
Meanwhile,
well.
Agfall, you look down on your smaller, weaker friends with pity. Agval has not changed his wardrobe. He is still wearing pants. But you see that the whistling soft winds of Squid City Fall are clearly broken by the strong column of stone that is Agval.
I thought he was wearing like a loincloth or something.
He's got pants. No, he's got pants.
Pants?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got
I thought
pants
it
and
was kinda
boots.
Like okay. Kind of like
No.
a Scottish thing or something.
I like to imagine Agval's wearing like pants, boots, but he's just got like a wife beater on, like keep all the heat out because he gets too hot.
Oh.
Big Bull
can't-
is in a loincloth.
Picture
Excuse you,
Agval
he's
in a
just letting
white
it hang.
beater.
Gross. So, the 6 of you kind of stand about, and Lava, you laugh at your fellow's intolerance to the cold, and it's you recognize it really as kind of the first moment of real peace you've had for a little bit here, despite some of what you've read in the newspaper and everything. It's nice to be able to joke around and just kind of sit and enjoy the cool. But as you're talking and hanging out amongst the trees outside the Gnome Ball Stadium, you hear from over on the road a "Hey kids!"
We all collectively turn our heads in the same direction.
I
He's
won't
big.
because I'm not a kid.
You look and see it's Professor Halfpint, Director Halfpint.
What? Anyone who's
First
gonna
name's
call him
Norbit,
out.
right? Norbit
Yes.
Halfpint?
Interim Director Norbit Halfpint. You see Director Norbit. He's... What the hell? Okay, we're good. You see Director Norbit. He's dressed in a... He's dressed in a thicker leather coat lined with fur now for the autumn. He's traded his normal trilby hat for a thicker trilby hat. And he's got a little scarf kind of wrapped around his body and some boots. And he walks on up to you. "Hey, kids, wait up. Hold on."
You see, Ashim, that could be you. You could have a coat like that. You could even have a hat.
Whew. Get her.
I
Huh.
don't think I could pull the hat off like Professor Halfpint.
Oh, I might have overdressed a little bit for the weather. Whew.
I look at Mace and go, "See what I mean?"
The
2
club.
months from now,
He walks up to all. "The club. Hello," and oh, he looks at you, Mace. "Director Norbit Halfpint. Pleasure to meet you."
Melly talk. Room.
Everybody roll insight.
Melly Pock?
8.
22.
You guys
15.
both roll 22s?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
23.
Nice.
Jake,
15.
my 22 is better.
Oh yeah, what was your natural roll?
18.
Fuck.
Mine was-
A 3? Okay. Well, everyone except for
Roll for the-
Lava. Everyone except for Lava and Agval. As Director Norbit shakes Mace's hand, Mace has already met Director Norbit and actually joined the Adventuring Club. Which is interesting. It seems that he's perhaps forgotten that.
I kind of just let it slide. Maybe it's a gnomish thing.
Yeah. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Hey, well, you're in good company. I've come to talk to these kids. They're part of the Squid City Adventuring Club, actually. And, oh, right. That's why I came up to talk to you kids. How you been? Everything going okay so far? Semester's going all right?
Yeah.
Keeping busy, you know. We've got midterms coming up. Preparing for that. I was wondering when the next time we were going to hear from you was. It's been a little bit.
Right, well, you know how things are with with Director Lake gone on his expedition and all the new students and the club. Oh, I gotta say, it's been I've been pretty scatterbrained lately. Haven't been looking at everything at the half pine angle, if you know what I mean. Whew. Man, there was a night a few.
What are the club's recruitment numbers looking at the moment?
Right. So I was going to talk to you kids about that. So I've been doing some work. I've been looking at some things. You don't mind if I talk your ear off for a few minutes, do you, kid?
Don't really have ears, just have holes, but they're already off.
Haha.
Somewhere warmer.
Let me tell you, kids. I see. Miss Pock there. You've got yourself a copy of the Squid City Inquisitor. Am I right?
Yes, you would be.
Then I'm sure you've read it already, and you'll see. Well, I bet you've seen some of the flyers about what Westerfeld A&A is coming up with. I gotta tell you, kids, history, just like the launch of the Edmund Fitzgerald only a couple months ago, is always happening all around you. And sometimes you gotta be sure to experience it when you can. Now, I'm not always right about these sorts of things, but I got a good feeling that this is gonna be something. Which we've seen it before.
Isn't that what you said when we went to go see the airships?
Exactly what I'm talking about. The Edmund Fitzgerald. Come on, you don't remember?
Pure curiosity. What would you think? Compared to the experience of the ground-shattering, discovery of the Fitzgerald, would you rate this as a more world-changing event or a less, in terms of, I don't know, overall danger?
Well, that's a good question. It wasn't a discovery. It was the boat just left not too long ago. I hope you kids have been paying attention in class. This is going to be in the exam on Friday. Anyways, listen. I don't know for sure, all right? They've been keeping it tight to their chest, so to speak. But, well, I can tell you this. They're going to do it at the tailgate. They're going to reveal it, whatever it is. They're saying that it's going to change the world, or at least change Squid City. And I don't know what that means, but, well, it's a place. If there's going to be change in a place, this is the place to be. I want you
I lean
all to
over
be at the
Well-
tailgate.
I lean over to
Professor-
Lava and I go, I hope the change has something to do with the temperature.
Professor Half Pint,
It's
do you have any idea what it is they might be revealing?
Well, Miss Pock, frankly, I've got no idea. But I can tell you this. Well, I can reveal to you that my former boss and mentor, Mr. Emerson Lake, was actually a good friend of the late Darren Westerfeld, and I've got a bit of a plan, you see. I told you that I was working on something for the Adventuring Club, and, well, it seems that this announcement has come at a good time. I've been working, and I think at the tailgate, during their expo, I'm going to try and set up a tour for us, the Adventuring Club, of their facility, to see where some of the technological advancements, the history happening right before us, is happening. Now, the reason I tell you this, I want you all to be there. We're going to man a booth, all right? Not like last time, not just the hats. We'll wear the hats. I like the hats. But we're gonna man a booth. We're gonna talk about things. We're gonna have a bit of a presence. You know, everybody and their mothers at a tailgate for a Squid City Scholars game. Go Scholars! We're gonna be there too. All right, and people are gonna know we're gonna be there. Well, them Westerfeld reps they're not gonna be able to say no to us. All right, we're gonna wow them. We're gonna say, hey, we're interested and we want to see what you've got to show us. All right, you get it? You see what I'm saying?
I do, Professor Half Pint, but I do believe you dodged my question entirely.
Sorry, you asked a question? What was it again?
Never mind.
All right, well. Anyways, so. Oh, man. That autumn wind really does a number on the head, huh? And the joints. Elbows aching like a mother. That's okay. Give it a bit of a stretch tonight and soak it in a hot bath of water. Everything's going to be right as rain. Not that we get too much of that around here, but, you know.
Well, it was great to talk to you, but we have to get the scaly one a new coat before the winter season fully hits. Don't want him to turn into an icicle or anything.
Yeah, he looks at you ashamed. Huh. Yeah, kid, wearing that, you're gonna freeze. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I've never seen anything smaller than an ice cube freeze, but I would hate to see something larger than that in person.
Well, I can tell you from experience, kid. I've been to the desert before, and I gotta say, there's a few things different, and one of them is definitely the temperature. It's cold as ice here, baby. Sometimes, anyways. Not as bad as up north, of course, but, well, if you keep climbing, then nothing's worse.
I guess I'll take the...
Professor.
All right, seems Mace is not wanting to keep this conversation going. All right, kids, hey, I'll see ya at the tailgate. Make sure to bring your A game and your best hats and biggest smiles, all right? Be excited. History's always happening around you. You gotta jump into it whenever you can. And hey, he looks at you, Lauva, and Agval. Make sure you study.
What about Snipe?
Fuck that guy.
Snipe's gonna
Into
pass.
history.
There you go, kid. That's what I like to hear. But make sure you jump in head first so that you remember all of it. All right, you kids take care now. I've got to go prepare a few things for Wednesday's lecture. Off he goes he throws himself off the cliff and into the abyss.
Hey,
Well, we'll make sure to get the same study method that we've been doing in the past. You know, with the flashcards and the food rewards. I find that really, you know, does wonders for your memory retention.
What about the secret third study reward?
Talking about your drugs. No protein will be enough.
Jesus.
Um,
But yeah, you guys are left with you guys are left amongst yourselves.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Not that I'm not gonna be going to the tailgate, because but don't you think it's weird that they're announcing something that nobody knows in a place where everyone is going to be?
Yes.
that's a little bit suspicious. Um, I'm more worried for the likelihood of, general bodily harm compared to the last instance of, an adventuring club tour on, a great
Mace,
scientific unveiling.
Mace, can you roll history for me?
It's real bad. 8.
Well, it's a 5 or above. So you know that tailgates are. How's the best way I can describe it? You guys know the concept of a World's Fair?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The tailgates, for as long as they've been going on, have been like big expos for everybody to come to. Like, it's a big, no holds barred kind of gathering. It's a festival, an expo, a pregame ritual, a tailgate in real life, all tied into one. They're almost bigger events than the no ball games themselves. And so while it is like, oh god, nobody knows what the hell this thing is, Mace being a local, a native, this is really not an uncommon thing. This happens a lot. Now, whether or not it's actually an important thing or just something to drum up attention is very much to be revealed. But this is a pretty common for like stuff like this to happen at they're like expos, the tailgates. So it's not too strange, at least not to you. But the rest of your party seems pretty, I don't know, befuddled.
Saucy Baca.
I remember 20 years ago when
Always.
they said the same thing and they put out the same ad in the Inquirer, and that's when I had my first pretzel, if you all have ever had one.
But
I'm canonizing the pretzels, you fucker.
That's fine. Pretzels were invented in 975 in Squid City. Let me write it down.
No, I'm not sure I've had a pretzel before. You know,
Well,
we don't have a lot of food, period. It's like potatoes.
That's true.
it's very fair. Pretzels are a Halfling delicacy. It's like a bread fried in oil to the point where it's crispy and it's usually very heavily salted.
Uh-huh.
why not just
I
put salt on bread?
Why not just bake the bread? Like, put it in a pan over the fire.
Fried
Isn't
bread.
isn't bread already baked?
Is,
Fried
is
bread.
it like you
Fried
just put
bread.
the dough in like oil? That's how you cook it?
That's how you make all bread. I
No, really?
Perhaps
Anyway, I enjoy pretzels.
I thought bread was made by having your servants bring it to you and open up the platter.
Nah, man, you gotta
Well,
grind
I
like
get
the
to
wheat.
shoot
You
and
gotta get the
sure
wheat
just wait
berries.
right now.
You gotta get the wheat berries in the field and grind them, and then spend hours kneading the bread.
Well,
Then you
look,
bake it
there's
over
a
fire.
there's a more important matter at hand, is that we need to have new adventuring club hats ready for the booth at the tailgate, and we need to have those hats made by yesterday
We need new hats. Don't we
for
already have
new
them?
members.
You need new coats.
We can get the coats, but I'm talking about for when the more important matter at hand, which is, maintaining the future success of the adventuring club.
Oh yeah, that's way more important than freezing to death the sheep.
Well, it's not like I'm experienced with the level of priority when it comes to temperature management.
Oh, gotcha.
We can go grab coats. That's fine. And Mace, you don't even have to pay for mine. I can buy my own.
You've never seen the cold? You don't know how bread's made? I'm thinking to believe that you lived under a fucking rock, man.
Actually, I
Hear
lived
him.
in a tower.
Both of you,
I-
honestly.
Both of you.
Well, I actually lived in a tower, not a rock. But
All right.
tomato.
Well,
I lived
you're
in a
stalling.
cave.
We're going to the coat shop, and then you can work out your hat issues. This
Hat?
way. And I will
Okay.
start walking. I will actually go back to the tailor shop that we got Lauva's dress at.
Oh man. Okay. Hold on.
I'm just following Mace. I can't believe this motherfucker right now. Let's go potty.
Ishii,
Yeah.
the tower is rock. You were under that rock.
Well, I mean, I guess yes, but I mean, ratio-wise, there is certainly more rock underneath me than there was above. So was I technically still under the rock?
Yeah.
If the majority of the rock. So okay, so what if this then? What if I took a tiny pebble and threw it on top of your head, but we were standing
You
on
are
a mountain?
under
Were you,
rock.
are you
Rock
like?
is above you.
Are you like standing like? You know, well, I think you're the expert on this. I'll take your word on this.
Wow. Can you guys see these numbers as I type them into the notes on the side?
Oh, we're doing numbers. No, I can't.
Uh,
No.
Hold on, and then tabletop.
On the tabletop, you can't see them.
Where are you taking them in?
The far right side of the screen.
Oh yeah, I can see the numbers. Right there. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Should be able to see them.
Yeah.
not at all.
Very
Sorry,
far
I'm a
right
little dumb.
on the middle of
On
your
the
table.
DM side, or
On
Yeah,
No,
you
on the
are
like the
right.
actual screen, like your
Yeah,
display.
your actual UI.
oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I see 'em.
Oh! Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I see those.
Okay, cool.
I'm stupid. I think.
Well,
Wait, hang on. Sorry, where are we looking?
look at your
Imagine this phone is a
display
heads-up
screen.
display.
Sorry, one more time.
On the far
not on
right
the
of your
table.
screen, your actual screen on tabletop.
Not on the table, on the screen.
Like the physical
Oh, yes.
monitor. There you go.
All
see.
all right, baby.
Oh, I
Sorry,
see.
I'm
Okay, there we
stupid.
go. Alright.
I'm
Boomer
stupid.
moment.
Sorry.
Don't worry, folks.
My attempt at helping. I hope it helped.
My menage a trois is done. So, Mace, you and the rest of the party. Just as a heads up, we'll oh, thanks for the look here. That is actually very helpful. Yeah. Mace, realizing that that Ishim and Aaron are going to freeze to death if they are not bought some warm weather, some cold weather clothing. You bring them back to Trimby's Tailors, and entering the shop, you see old woman Trimby, the woman who helped you before, is there once again, and she recognizes you and Lauva come in and hello, welcome back.
Hello, darling. How has
Hi.
your day been?
Oh, good. Well, better now. You've brought friends. Can I help you find anything?
Yes. We are looking for 2 coats one for that one, and I'll point to Ashim, and then one for that one, and I'll point to Aaron.
Oh,
The nicest
yes.
coats you can. They're
Easy.
horribly adjusted to weather like this.
Well, it gets cold here around this time of year, and it's only going to get worse, so let me see what I can find.
Thank you, darling.
I'm gonna lean over the lava and be like, hey, so how much worse does it get? Like, how cold would you?
Have you used ice magic before?
Occasion, yeah.
You know how like the things freeze with the ice magic?
Yeah.
It's like that everywhere, all the time.
Oh. Oh no. Is there like
I
somebody like casting an ice magic spell on the entire city? That's bad. We should probably put
It's
them
like,
down.
but it's from Mother Nature or the triad above creates it so.
The triad.
I'm not about to talk to you about this because I'm just gonna get mad.
So you're saying
Aaron.
we gotta kill God?
Yeah, Maze.
Good
What?
Lord, I can't
Spoilers.
bring you anywhere.
What did I do? I didn't.
After some time, Trimby comes back with a couple of coats that are sized for you. There's a few different kinds, and any particular styles you guys are looking for. The rest of you have your typical like cultural warm clothing. Agval, you have pants. Lava, you have, like your kind of fur leather coats and thicker, like deer-lined leggings and stuff like that. Mace, you have a thick, like padded leather coat and pants and boots that keep you warm. Gutter Snipe, you have a patchwork assembly of like different warm stitches of clothing that you have thrown together in your time when the rafters have gotten very cold. But
You know what I bet Axel has when it gets really cold? Like one of those stupid puff jackets with no sleeve. It doesn't actually insulate anything.
puffy
And it
vest.
cuts off at the midriff like a vest, yeah.
Well, you know what she comes out for Aaron? She comes out with fucking this. Check the Delinquents chat.
Oh man, what the fuck?
No, the typical style. The typical style for Squid City warm clothing. You've got like, oh, I don't know why I didn't. Hold on. You've got sort of like trench coats, thick detective style coats and things like that. Those are, and you've got some furs like this, and stuff like that. Kind of. You get the idea. This is kind of the fashion style in Squid City, and it's been a staple like that for a while. Think like 40s New York kind of clothing, like 20s to 40s, and that's what they've got on stock. That's kind of what they offer for warm clothing. But they come out, Aaron and Ashim, with some. She comes out with some coats and like scarves and gloves and hats for you. Aaron, it is a complimentary like kind of black and white kind of coat and hat and scarf combo. It contrasts well with the gray of your general features. And Ashim, the color of your robes are what, like?
In the typical family colors given a Bahad crest are like that dark emerald green that Harkonnen has, combined with like some purple and gold, and so there's like in lines of that around it.
She's got something vaguely reminiscent of those colors for you too. It's a big old coat with a very like high collar and hat combo and everything. And Mace, she's willing to give it to you guys for 20 gold pieces total.
For
For
Ishim
both.
stuff and Aaron stuff? Okay.
For both.
Can I make a trade with that? Kind of.
Oh, no, darling. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I just it'd just be kind of weird to wear this coat over my armor. I kind of don't need it anymore.
Your armor?
Yeah, because
Your
I have mage armor. It
You
basically just brings my AC up at the same. So, and I'm not gonna get any heavier armor because I don't have the strength for it.
You can wear this over that. And you're going to want to, otherwise your AC will plummet.
No, but like I can cast mage armor.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah, but
saying.
that's
I
a-
will.
Yeah.
And it'll bring my AC up at the,
All right, what kind of armor do you currently wear?
just leather.
You could wear this over leather armor.
Yes.
And you'd want to. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just keep it for now.
Just go with it, Bo!
Wait, I'm listening, but why?
Why? Because then you'll have
Oh,
AC
what?
and you won't freeze.
What
Why
happens
would you
when you
wanna-
forget to cast mage armor?
It's also a spell level, a spell slot you gotta cast. And you're a warlock, so you don't have many.
No, it's an invocation.
Just keep the armor,
Okay.
bro. Just keep the I'm saving you. Just keep the armor, all
We're
right?
trying to
Listen.
help you.
Last
No. I mean, listen to me.
But
Just
why?
let me reduce my AC.
listen.
Let me reduce my highest.
Listen,
possible AC.
last collective session, I'm looking at their health scores right now, and I see Roscoe, who's been reduced to a 13 out of 13 as a level 11. I'm trying to be good, nice to him again. So just go with it. You will want to wear both. It's just going to be easier for you,
I gotcha.
because you could be ambushed. But anyways, it's 20 gold pieces. However, you're going to pay for it.
Before
Yeah.
Mace pulls out her 20, I just pull out 20 of my own. And as I pull out the bag, Mace, you see it's fucking bulging.
I also pull out my bag too, and it's
I just-
bulging as well.
Well, if we're all rolling initiative, I'll jump
Why do
in.
you pull out your bag? I'm paying just the 20. It's right there.
No, I'm like, no, I'll pay for my share. It's okay, I got it.
All right.
All right.
fine.
Gentlemen.
I just paid the 10 for mine. I guess.
I paid 10 too.
I'll pay
Hey.
10.
What?
What are you
That's
buying?
only 20.
Well, while
I'll
you're
just
buying
put
Mace,
an
can I
additional.
have a scarf?
Hold on. Mace, you go first.
As they put their coins out on the table, I will also slide 10 out on the table. Give her a look and say, for dealing with us, and of course, I can't imagine we're easy to put up with, but I do appreciate
Yeah. Actually, my 2 glasses of wine will probably do that enough. Yeah, she kind of waves you away with the shot, like, oh, you're too kind, thank you. And Lauva, what are you trying to do?
Oh, I was saying, while Mace is paying for stuff, can I have a scarf?
Yeah, you got a scarf for like a gold piece. What kind of scarf?
Like a knitted one?
What color?
Brown?
Yeah, you can find that. Agval?
I was gonna ask her. First, I asked you a question. I didn't
Yeah.
get an answer. Yes. Okay. Well,
No. What was the question you asked me?
I asked if there are any mountain weasels in the Crimson Mountains.
Mountain weasels? You got moles.
Those are real, by the way.
You've got like moles.
Are there any other long animals?
What the fuck is a mountain weasel? Like a ferret, sort of.
Sounds like it.
You could. There are probably some like rodents that are long. Yeah.
Okay. Because I need a few pelts, and I wanted to know if she had any.
Raw pelts. She can provide you a few. Yeah.
Good.
For like a gold piece each.
Did I get mittens?
Do you want mittens?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I want it to be like a bulky scarf and mittens.
Okay, yeah, you can get mittens with your set of warm clothes. That's fine.
Yeah, I thought you already like. I thought I already had like a whole
Yeah.
scheme for.
Yeah, yeah, you can get big bulky mittens. That's fine.
Let's go. Big bowl mittens and a scarf.
All right, while we're being ridiculous, is there anything like visibly feathered in here? Because if there is, I'm gonna just burn the whole place down.
Um, well, that's the autumn lineup, so not really.
All right.
That's more of a spring and summer look. Feathers aren't in fashion in the colder months.
Right.
Yeah, Agval, how many pelts do you need, bud?
So can I get like 2 sheep/goat pelts, and I need a rabbit and a long rodent.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna cost you 10 gold pieces.
Okay. I'm gonna look at my little friend, my feathered friend, the one who I know is warm and keeps my money. Just. I need 10.
All right. I procure from my bag of many things the 10 pieces.
Do you have a bag of many things?
No,
No.
no. I just meant my purse, my satchel of bullshit.
Okay.
Okay.
Snipe is my banker. And then I'm going to hand the lady 10.
Okay. Anybody else buying anything for the autumn? Since we're all here, I think everybody's gotten their things. I don't know what the hell Agval's doing. He's probably gonna craft something.
I wanna turn to Mace and be like, hey, why did you give her 10 extra gold pieces? Like we already paid for the bill.
Don't worry about it. That's my concern, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I was just curious. I mean, if it were me, I wouldn't think to give any more money than what's required, I guess.
Fair enough of a point. I don't know. Perhaps I just feel I can make other people's days brighter.
Really?
I know.
Oh.
Shocking coming from me, I bet.
No. Well, maybe, but I don't know. It seems like everything's been getting, I guess, brighter since you've been along.
That was pretty nice.
MILF Hunter Aaron.
No.
Yeah, except he's dressed. He says this, but he looks like
Anyway,
this.
what you doing tonight, Mace? Anyway.
All right.
Brett,
Zell.
question.
Yeah, go for it.
This is kind of retroactive, but during like this time skip, and we briefly mentioned it before, but Ishim had time to go buy components for like spells and stuff. How much would that have set him back, monetarily wise? Because we talked about it in last session.
So, I will say this: you're gonna have some time to consider what components you need. I'm sure you're buying for like spells that need cost components, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you just find out what the sum of gold is for that for all those spells you want? And it's probably just going to end up being that amount, and you could gather those from the Department of Arcane Studies can provide you with some supplies that you'll have to purchase from the university, and perhaps in the surrounding areas in the town, especially the Clock Tower Market, you'd probably be able to find some of these things. So go ahead and find out how much that's going to cost you.
It's going to cost 150.
What are you buying?
It's the pearl for identify, and then a flawless diamond for detect magic. And then I think that's honestly the only two things that require gold. And one is 100, one is 50.
Detect magic you need a diamond for?
I think it was
Are you
detect
thinking?
magic.
Are you thinking dispel magic?
No. Oh shoot, no, it's not detect magic. Sorry, it was, I believe, was it magic missile? No.
No way.
Oh, it was chromatic orb. That's what it was.
Chromatic orb.
The diamond worth at least 50 gold points, and then the identify was the one that needed a pearl worth 100 gold points.
Okay. Yeah, you're
then-
able to
Yeah. Okay.
you're able
I
to
don't wanna
source
remove
those,
that
and they're
from
gonna
my gold points.
cost you.
Yeah.
It's 150. Well, there might be a bit of a markup, bud.
Buddy.
It's probably gonna cost
Alright.
you 175.
That's fine. It's because we talked about it last session, and I never actually marked down how much gold
Yeah.
I lost in that transaction.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, 175 for your stuff there.
Okay.
I will also take the 100 GP pearl per identify.
Okay,
if
that's
you were.
it's gonna cost you 115. There's markups, bro. They gotta make money. Jesus.
Just want to get my checkbooks in order, you know.
So you guys go ahead and get your money sold for that. But
Yeah.
yeah, you all get your warm clothing. Ashim and Aaron, you're not quite used to this Squid City fashion, but looking around you, it seems like a lot of people, especially gnomes, are dressed up like this. So you fit in. You definitely don't seem like you're sticking out. It'll take a little bit of time until you're used to wearing this kind of stuff, but in time, you'll be swagging and strutting all along town in your new Squid City style coats. All right, folks. Let's see. So obviously Ron was not here last time. We're gonna do a little bit more of that random eventing, but it's gonna be a little different because they're gonna be duos. They're not gonna be single people this time around. You're gonna have a couple people with you, and I'm just gonna kind of arbitrarily choose combos as we go, and that's how it's gonna work. So you can see on the right side, we've got that number of things. Though those are all the numbered events that we still have that we haven't gone through before. And let me change the music up. We'll do some of this. Oh God, what is Ron sending? Oh, thanks, Ron. Yeah. And once that loads, we'll and Ron, you kind of know how this works already? Okay.
Yeah, I do. And Del, I'll send you that too, because maybe you might want it for whatever reason.
Why don't you just send it in the group chat?
Sure.
What do you mean I know how it works?
No, I'm asking. He's talking about something else. I'm asking him if he knows how it works. This segment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's jump into it. Well, Ron Agfall, we're gonna start with you, buddy. And who's gonna go with you? Let's say Well, let's do a classic duo here. Let's say Gutter Snipe's gonna come with you.
Heck yeah, he is. Heck
What,
yeah, he is.
What number are you gonna choose from the list over there?
I want to do. Can I pick look here? Nah, number 13. Lucky number 13.
All right, you are instantly killed.
Yeah, what?
That's much better than number 15 with the Burger King foot lettuce.
Yeah, the Burger King foot lettuce. 12's already been done. What's Mace's fit? Let's see it. Oh, the
Wait,
middle
we
one? Yeah, for sure.
already
For
did
sure.
number 15.
Number 15.
Did we already do number 15?
Yeah,
Let me make sure that I didn't write some
that
of
one
these.
was when I met Palmer was number 15.
That's correct. Was it? I lost my note sheet.
Homie, I wrote down all the numbers. I know what numbers we've been doing.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. The hell? Alright, I'll get rid of 15. Sorry, I guess I wrote that on there on accident. Alright. You said 13, Ron?
Yeah.
Alright. So, that's a good one. Gutter Snipe and Agval. As you know, you've got a game on Sunday after the tailgate. It's currently it's a Tuesday afternoon, and after practice one day, you guys are walking out of the the stadium when all of a sudden you hear from a nearby building several young women like shrieking, and a couple others yelling like, "Oh my God, help!"
Oh. Run? Yeah, we're gonna run there.
Okay.
If he can't keep up, I'm gonna pick him up and carry him.
The two of you run over to a building on the side of the Gnome Ball Stadium, and you look and see that one of the cheerleaders has gotten herself stuck on top of a 3-story tall roof. Clearly after an acrobatic stunt gone wrong. You look, and several of the other cheerleaders, they recognize the two of you, especially you, Agval, being one of the star quarterbacks of the team. Ah! Agval! We got her! We were trying a new routine, and she got stuck on top of the roof! You gotta help!
Best idea. I grab Snipe and I'm gonna throw him.
What the fuck? You're just gonna get him on the roof. Okay, roll athletics.
And then like she's
Can,
gonna
can he have advantage because I'm a glider? It's literally the game.
Go ahead and roll. DC will be adjusted.
Alright. I rolled a 16 naturally, so what is my athletics? Plus 8 or something? Yeah, plus 8.
Plus fucking a billion, so 24.
Yeah.
The simulations.
All right. Agval, do you say anything to these cheerleaders before you throw them, or are you just like?
I've got him.
Yeah, Gutter Snipe. You soar up to the top and land boom, on the roof next to this long-haired brunette cheerleader who's like shivering up on top of the roof as the wind is blowing. Like, oh my God, help me! I gotta get down from this roof.
Are you okay?
Like, no, I'm on top of a roof right now. Oh my gods.
Not hurt.
No, I'm okay.
And I grab their hand, and we have to jump.
Like what? Are you crazy? No way.
I'm gonna hold out my arms.
Don't worry, it's safe.
Roll a persuasion. I guess, is it safe, or are you go ahead and roll persuasion if it's safe, or deception if it's not safe.
How high up is it?
It's like 3 stories.
Oh, okay. Uh,
All right, that's an 11.
We're gonna get somebody killed.
I am not jumping off the roof. You gotta get like a ladder or something.
Actually, can I even cast it on multiple people? Da-da-da-da.
You're a bird. You just gotta flap your wings. You'll go down faster.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
catch whoever falls first.
I
For the
cast
last second.
I cast Featherfall on the both of us, and then I'm gonna just jump to show that it is safe.
You go up to her and it kind of she's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then you do the same thing over yourself and jump off. She's like, oh! And she runs over the edge and sees you just kind of
Chilling. Vibe.
softly fall down. She's like, oh, okay, I guess. And I can't do a back tuck with a corkscrew in a 7-foot tall ceiling, but imagine that I do. And she, wham, jumps down. You did cast Featherfall on her, right? You're not just going to kill this woman? Okay, good. She lands down from the roof a little bit later into Agval's arms along with Gutter Snipe. Push you down and
Better snipe falling is like you're just taking a JPEG and dragging it down.
the cheerleaders all gather around you, Agval, like Valley girls. Ah, yay! They're the ditziest of the ditzes of Squid City, but they are beyond pleased to be there, to have witnessed this. Maple is notably not there. But the rest of them are like so overjoyed, and Agval, you received several thank yous and oh my gosh and wow, that was so great, and several other comments that you don't necessarily understand. And Gutter Snipe, you get quite a few like, oh wow, oh my goodness, wow, this is great. You receive the adoration. You receive the adoration of the cheerleaders for helping one of their team members down from the roof after the stunt's gone wrong. Or really pretty right because of how fucking high they tossed her. But that's it. That is
Another good job, Agval.
Did well.
that's number 13, Burger King foot lettuce. Let's go to the next one. Oh, I don't know. Who's going to go next? It's going to be... How about Lauva and Mace? That's a good pairing.
yeah, baby.
The girls and the gays.
What number are you going to do, Lauva?
Oh, I like number 11. If that's
Number-
okay with me.
Number 11 is completely okay with me.
I said Mace.
Oh. I hope it's okay with Mace, too.
11
Yeah.
is two numbers that are the same, and I like that.
All right. Mace, and Lamb Hatch on 11. Lauva and Mace later in the day on Tuesday. You guys are just kind of strolling along around campus, walking along on the main green, the promenade down in the southwestern section of the of campus. When you see near the center of the promenade, with the big old statues and the fountain and all that crazy stuff going on. You see that there's an older looking gnomish man. He's got a coat and he's heavily wrapped in a scarf and a hat. He's got a big old wagon with him full of papers and bags and other things, and you see him standing on top of a soapbox. He's yelling to passerby. Mace, go ahead.
Do I recognize him?
No.
No? Okay.
No, you do not. You see him yelling to passerby as you guys are coming up Westerfeld A&A, Westerfeld Airships and Armaments, Aeronautics and Armaments. Come on, we're hiring. Warehouse jobs at competitive rates. Step right up. Get some info. Get some information. Come on to Westerfeld A&A. From what you can discern, a few people politely come up and grab his flyers. One or two listen to what he has to say, but for the most part, people ignore him. From the distance, it sounds like this is a recruiter for Westerfeld A&A advertising some sort of job.
Westerfeld are the people that are doing the expo. Am I correct?
Yep.
I want one of those flyers. I'm gonna walk up.
Okay. You walk on up as he's in the middle of his piece, and he sees you approaching. Wow! Good afternoon, young woman. Can I interest you in a flyer?
Young woman, how kind of you. Yes, I would love one.
Of course. He tips his hat. Here you go. Have you heard Westerfeld A&A is hiring? We've got over 36 new positions to fill in our warehouse in the docks district.
Oh, wonderful. And I'll kind of start scanning over the flyer.
Yeah, you take a look at the flyer, Mace, and true to his word, it appears that this is kind of a job advertisement. Westerfeld Aeronautics and Armaments are looking for warehouse workers and kind of dock workers and whatnot for one of their warehouses down in the docks, kind of the docking airfield district of the city. They pay a competitive rate. It's a pretty decent weekly wage, all things considered. Seems like a pretty typical posting. You'll be doing warehouse work and other things, but there's definitely some mention of be a part of Squid City's future and all those kind of corporate buzzwords on there.
Can I ask?
Hold on. My thing's telling me I have low battery, so I can't hear anything. Go ahead.
Okay. Can I ask? You said over 36 jobs opening. What happened to the people that were in those jobs?
Oh, nothing's happened to the people in the jobs. We've got more. Well, we just purchased a new warehouse, so I've been told by upper brass. Of course, they don't tell me everything, but hey, who knows? Maybe if you work there, they'll tell you. You rise the ranks. A young startup like you, I'm sure, could get up there quickly. No, we've got new warehouses and new hires. No replacements, as far as I've been told.
So then I assume you don't know much about the expo that's going to take place at the tailgate either, do you?
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Ooh.
10.
Well, miss, I don't know much. Miss Abigail likes to keep some of these things to herself, but if she's making advertisements, I'm sure it's going to be something big.
I'm of the same mind, and I'm quite interested. I've been trying to figure out for the better half of a week now what's going to happen, and I'm quite excited.
Oh, so am I. Well, I can tell you one thing. It's definitely got something to do with these new warehouse jobs. They're going to be moving things like you haven't heard of, and we need the folks to do it. 36 jobs now, might be more later. In fact, from what I've heard, there will be. But again, they only tell me so much. I'm just here to get you in the door, you know what I mean? And then after that, well, you're away from little old me up to bigger and brighter things.
Well, it was great to hear from you. I can't wait to hear what's going to be unveiled at the expo.
Absolutely.
Thank
Here,
you for the
miss.
flyer.
Lava, he hands you one, too. Come apply at our offices, or at the expo itself. You can fill them in just right down there.
I'll wave to him and then kind of pull Lava off.
I have made it into a paper airplane
Did you throw it at him?
and threw it back at him.
That's rude. That was very
Hey,
mean.
fight.
I don't really work well with teams, so I think I'll pass.
All right, well, can't say I didn't tell you.
As I pull her off, I'm going to kind of whisper in her ear. Lava, we are tactful for reasons, not on whims.
I didn't hear the first one you said. We are what?
I am tactful for a reason, Lauba, not just on a whim, because I feel like being nice to
Oh.
You should learn tact. Unless you're happy in just happened in that interaction.
Why would I be upset?
Well,
Something is lost to me.
let me explain this to you then. That man was hiding information from us, I'm sure of it. And now that he sees you in his mind throwing a paper airplane at him, that is a connection we have lost.
Well, I have
He will
lost
never get information.
There are other ways to
building
get
your network.
information out of people.
Never mind, I guess networking is just lost on the younger generation.
Boomer.
Boomer alert. Wow. And the two of you continue down the promenade with your interaction both going okay in your minds. All right. Let's see. All right. Aaron and Ashim. What number are we going with here, boys?
Magic Men. Go ahead and pick, Josiah.
Two.
2. God. All right. 2. The two of you, both really haven't had too many classes today. And so you've mostly been hanging around the dormitory, doing a little bit of preparation for Norbit's upcoming exam on Friday. When you decide to, you guys decide to test out your new clothes on campus, see if it really fits, if it really helps you with the weather. You know, test it all out and see how it stands out. The two of you walk outside of the dormitory, and you spent some time walking around when you're around a corner near the library, and out through the main doorway leading outside, you run into Officer Muldoon.
That's the younger officer from the party, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you guys kind of round the corner towards the library, the doors open up, and the officer's standing there, clad in a thick blue overcoat and a kind of like a paperboy hat almost for the cold.
No, but I'm telling you, why bother with pretzels when you can just do the Officer Muldoon?
Hello.
Oh, hey there, kids. How's it going?
It's going swell. Just testing out coats. never did that before.
Yeah. New coat? Like my mittens?
Huh. Looks good. I I don't.
Don't you their mittens already on top of your gloves that you already have?
Dame fucking
No,
Moldova.
I just got mittens. I didn't get gloves.
No,
Okay,
but you
whatever,
had-
I did
You
get
have the
You
gloves.
have
magic
your
gloves,
first
yeah.
gloves that are
Oh,
stuck
yeah.
on.
You cannot take off.
He yeah, he looks at the two of me. He's like, yeah, I gotta be honest with you. I don't really know much about outside Squid City. So what? It doesn't get cold outside where you're from?
Not really. I mean,
Isn't it cold
I've
right
learned
now?
it. This is what you guys call cold. This is not a sensation that we have in Aerithal at all. You know.
Nope.
In fact, the first encounter of it was actually quite horrifying. The lack of heat. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know, you lost your eyesight or something. You know.
It was
Oh.
pretty existential.
Yeah, well, you get used to it after a while, but man, when you get older, not like I know, but we, oh my dear old grandma, well, cold ate her away, felt it rattling in her bones.
That's incredibly personal and unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh well, hey, stay bundled up, you'll be okay.
We're figuring it out.
How you two doing otherwise?
You know, well enough. We were just discussing the, you know, our upcoming midterm for
Yeah.
one of our courses. You know, it's coming up for school.
Yeah,
Everything.
midterms. I never smart enough to go to university myself, but hey, you kids are doing it. Keep on, give it your effort. You know, go do
Sure
big
thing.
things.
Yeah. Officer, out of curiosity, is there something that brings you this way, particularly?
Oh, me? No, just doing a bit of a wellness check. You know, it occurred to me that none of the officers at Lake Street Station ever happened to be stopping by the university. I thought, well, that don't seem right to me. Kids could be getting into trouble, getting hurt. I don't want any shady characters coming around. Of course, it's a school. You know, they do their best, but well, Sarge didn't like me coming down here, but I was able to convince him. So, just making sure everything's okay. Haven't seen anything bad too much so far. So, call a wellness check. You know.
Yeah.
What about you guys? You staying out of trouble?
Keeping our noses squeaky clean, officer.
Yep.
Good.
I've never been in any trouble at all.
Aaron, he looks at you. Yeah, Aaron, he looks at you. Hey, no more crazy parties, right?
Yeah, I think we've had our fill there.
No, I haven't been to a crazy party since before I got here in Squid City.
He knows that's a lie. He saw you and you told him. Yeah, he pulls out his gun and fucking blasts you in the brain.
Oh no, wait, no. Sorry. Midterms. No, since that. Yeah, you're right. You know, nothing really since that party. You know, a couple weeks ago.
Roll deception.
Okay. Oh no.
You
Boy, what did we
fucked
do?
us.
You know how
It's what Aaron
you know how
does.
sometimes you want to give someone a subtle hint, so you like kind of just kick him in the shin a little bit. I want to
Yeah, but you
football
can't do that
punt
for the
his
officer.
shin. I want to football punt Aaron's shin and send him
All right.
flying.
Alright, we're okay. 10.
That doesn't mean we're okay.
We're halfway there.
He looks at you for a minute.
I'm gonna look at Aaron the same way that the officer's looking at Aaron. Try to be on his side here.
He looks at you for a moment like, before a strong wind kind of nearly knocks all three of you over. Whoa! Oh! God's above. All right. Yeah, well, you kids let me know you ever see anything you don't think is right, I'll be around. Come on down to Lake Street Station. Talk to the boss. He can get you right. And,
Sure thing. Actually, have you seen? I don't know his name, but he has a hat on and it says Wizrad on it. He's a character. I think he sells
report his ass.
I think he sells counterfeit items.
You seen that guy before?
A couple times. I never bought anything from him.
Yeah.
But he
When's
definitely looks suspicious.
When's the last time?
Grapevine, he sells a lot of drugs. So.
When's the last time you saw him?
The last time I saw him was a while ago. We were doing some general grocery shopping near city center. I don't know. After that, I've heard of other students having chance encounters with them. I can't say that they've purchased anything or not.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. I've been working with some of the boys down by the next station over. But hey, you next time you see him, you find an officer and you tell him, okay? That guy, you've been doing some weird stuff down by the market. You got a lot of weird characters there. We don't need any more.
He's not like a murderer or anything, is he?
Though I hope not, but who knows with a hat like that?
All right.
I'm just kidding around with you. Selling contraband, things like that, but still, we got to keep those things off our streets. You see them, you let me or somebody else know. We'll try and deal with them.
Absolutely, officer.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right, kids. Hey, keep your nose out of trouble. Good luck on midterms. He looks at you, Aaron.
You too. I'm gonna walk away. And
All right.
As we're walking away, I'm gonna turn to Shin and be like, it's kind of weird how he thinks that we're in danger when there's a bunch of magic users and
You are magic user.
Well,
and, if anybody tried to rob any of us, we'd be like, fireball, he's gone.
I kind of look at him and go, we're the cause for half of those things.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
What you fucking say? Bam, 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 bam.
All
right.
One thing about
The
Dane.
officer cast unseen servant and was listening the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm just that talk about us being in danger. I think that was the most danger we were ever in, just then.
What do you mean?
I just kind of give a sigh and just shake my head and go, it's a sock on door thing, and then just walk, keep walking to our next destination.
Okay.
All right. And folks, that's number 2. Agval, baby.
Are we gonna do different pairings this time?
We will, but hold on. Agval, the Gnome Ball game's on Sunday. And really, there's very few things that you do know. You're trying your best for your school stuff, your academic stuff, but when that fails you and all the words and things are in your brain too much, you know that you got a Gnome Ball game to play on Sunday. And so you have been getting bigger and beefier. It's one day. It's late on Tuesday. Hitting the flies. Hitting the shoulder press. Agval, you are in the gym, quote unquote, of the Department of Martial Studies. There's areas to run. There's all sorts of oddly shaped heavy things to lift and all sorts of other stuff. And you've spent the past couple of hours working out with a few members of the Gnome Ball team. You got Grash, Corwin and Jesper all there with you. You've been hitting a full body day. Meanwhile, Grash has been mostly hitting biceps. Corwin's on a good a tricep and leg split actually, and Jesper's doing calisthenics. All of them are differently. All of them have their different roles on the gnome ball team. But after some time, you're just kind of lifting, and Corwin and Grash are kind of talking to you. Grash being the half orc guy, and Corwin the blonde dwarf.
So, Agval, what do you think? We got this one in the bag Sunday night.
My weight is easily twice his, and I'm definitely going faster. It's.
Yeah, you're lifting. It's gonna be good weather too. But hey, you're like Vaynek and Vaydok. You like the cold, right?
Where I'm from, it's never warm. Always. You run in snow. You train snow.
Grash.
Rocks. Snow.
Grash in the background. He's hitting his tricep extension.
See, Corwin, I told you, no need to worry. Agval's gonna bring us to glory.
And Corwin, I just never got used to the cold myself. You'd think under the mountain would be a little chillier, but we
Keep it warm. Come on. One more.
That ain't. Listen, big guy, we're out of here. We'll see you at practice tomorrow, alright?
I look at them. I go, you will be there. I will be there first. I'm gonna hold up my arm.
Yeah. He's small though, like it's like a 5 foot to 8 foot difference, so it's like a cram. And Grash kind of bam on your arm. Alright. Oh. Yeah. He looks at Grash. What a good win. Take it easy. Oh. The two of them.
I'm gonna go over to like a. You know what an Atlas stone is, yeah?
Yeah, I know what an Atlas stone is.
I'm gonna go over to an Atlas stone and like palm it like a basketball and just.
Jesus Christ. Go ahead and roll athletics for me.
Oh yeah, that's an 18 natural. So 26. Yeah, Atlas stone is the thing that you pick up like this.
Oh, I
It's a
know.
ball.
I know.
I'm explaining it to them. He just palms it.
All right.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, Agval, you're left in the gym with just Jesper, and you grab one of these Atlas stones and just Jesper is looking over at you while he's just doing like he's on a bar doing some pull-ups, and he looks over at you. Try it, it's light, Agval. You lift a lot, huh?
Every day. I want to go over to like another Atlas stone. I'm just gonna grab it with my other hand. I'm gonna grab two.
Yeah, Agval, Jesper's still doing pull-ups over there. And you grab a second one and you're and you go through your entire like heavy fucking Atlas Stone workout. Boom! And do you just fucking like drop these suckers down when you're done?
Yeah.
Eggfall,
I'm done.
you finish up, and throw the stones, bam, down onto the ground. And Agval, you watch as one of the stones careens over towards one of the standing, like, sort of wooden rack things, and totally rolls the thing over, and it falls into a bunch of different pieces. And Jesper's over there like, oh shit. You went a little bit overboard there, buddy.
I broke it. Can I fix it?
Hey, don't worry. Hey, can I show you a secret?
Huh?
Watch this. And you watch as Jesper goes up to the rack. In a few minutes' time, you watch as what was broken is fixed. He's able to reassemble this rack that you've knocked down. You watch in awe as these pieces of wood and like nails and bolts are reassembled to basically what was there before. And you kind of, ta-da!
I'm gonna go over to him, just both hands. I need to know how you did that.
All right. Hey, easy. I'll tell you. How about a trade?
Trade. I like trade.
Yeah, trade. All right. So, yeah, I mean, it's not too complicated. I took like a metalworking and like smithing and carpentry a couple semesters ago. I could show you some of my notes from it, some of my things. It's not too complicated. I bet you could do it, big guy.
Yes.
Okay. But I'm not going to tell you unless well, how you feeling about the team?
Huh?
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you mean the team?
Well, you know, I know you're talking to Grash and Corwin, and they're always like puffing their chests up. But what? Do you think we're all ready to win on Sunday?
I think we can win, and we will. But you need to lift.
Oh, I'm gonna lift. Absolutely, man. I can do that. Can I ask you a more specific question?
Yes.
So, one of our teammates, I was kind of wondering if you're friends with Lauva, right?
Yes.
Great. Yeah.
Share the same living space.
Awesome. So you probably know a lot about her.
Yes.
What kind of like things does she like?
You kind of see my eyes like glaze over as I'm like thinking really hard. It's like Lova. What color hair does he have?
He has light brown hair. Like Jake's color hair, except lighter.
I got it. I'm going to look at him and go. Lighter hair.
Well, all right. Well, he kind of runs his hands through his hair. Well, that's a good start. No, I meant like gifts or things she likes to do, or you know what I mean. She likes playing gnome ball, right? I mean, we all do.
I'm gonna think for a long, like an extended break of just silence, and I don't want him to like go anywhere. And I'm gonna make occasional noises, just.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah, he's kind of looking at you like, you there?
Huh? Yes. I am thinking about friend. Friend. uh, just, can you run fast? That's usually good. Gift. Likes painting. I recall.
Painting.
Can you? A better bow. A sword.
I guess I could get. Well, I can't paint, but I do know a guy who can. Maybe, maybe that could work. Huh. Or a sword? She needs a new sword or a bow?
Yes. Hers is all right. Could use a better one. Stronger.
All right. Yeah, that's something I can work with. Thanks, Agval. You know what? Hey, come on by in my dorm anytime. We'll talk all about this kind of stuff, all right? I'll show you how to fix anything you could find around here, okay?
And I tell you about my friend. Lava.
Yeah, well, you already kind of fulfilled your end of the bargain, so I owe you, dude.
Oh, yes. I will be by soon. Soon.
Great. Hey, thanks, brother. I appreciate it a lot.
Of course.
All right.
Time, friend.
All right.
Oh, that's not me coming out. What are you talking about?
Well, Agval, that's an Agval specific event done for you.
Yeah.
Now, who's gonna go? How about? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. How about Air? No. How about Mason Ashim?
All right, that's a vibe. Not a good one, but a vibe.
Number 9.
Number 9? Let's see what number 9 is.
Hell yeah, baby! I wanted to go with 9.
Oh, what do you know?
Uh-oh.
All right.
A number 9 lodge.
I got number 9. Number 9 large. Number 6 with extra dip.
Mace.
2 number 7s.
And a number 45 with a drink. Mason Ashim. It's late Wednesday. Jesus Christ. Knight will take Aaron out back and deal with him. Stop adding E's to his name. Aaron.
Aaron.
That's funny.
Every time you guys say Aaron, all I can think of is just...
We'll change music a little bit. Just keep it stale. Or keep it fresh.
Man, it's too easy.
So, Mason Ashim, the two of you guys are walking along. It's later in the day on Wednesday evening. The two of you have just left Norbit's last general history lecture before the exam on Friday. As you exit through the door, as you're going to exit through the door, you see through the window that there is a rather large crowd that is gathered outside of the Department of Practical Studies.
What do you suppose that could be?
I don't hear Agval with his war cries, so it's not him, and that's usually my first guess. I don't know. Once we can go check it out if we want to add 2 more people to the crowd.
Why not?
Fair enough.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Mason Ashim, the two of you struggle to get the doors open against the the blowing wind and the like pile of orange and brown leaves that have piled up in front of the doorway. But eventually, you manage to push through, and you see that a small crowd, about of a couple dozen people, have all gathered around right outside the Department of Practical Studies, all around Mr. Gadway Mead Glider. You see that he has gotten, like, he is stood around several barrels, several kegs. Alright, step right up, I'm selling my brand new golden worm gaffer. 50 gold pieces a keg, and it's the best shite I'll ever have this side of the mountain. You see that people are, like, coming up in the middle of campus, by the way. Come get it for the tailgate, come get it for the after party, for the game. Doesn't matter when you drink it, it's good any day of the week. You see people have gathered around him, and Ashim, it's very clear to you that his golden worm gaffer that you've now showcased at the party at 715 Creeks, and that you've had a keg worth yourself, one polluted by Rudy, is clearly a big hit. He's really struck gold here. And you see people are like pushing past each other to like hand him their gold pouches so that they can buy kegs of this. They can buy kegs of this stuff. He's got a couple members of, you see Vaymac and Vadak are in the crowd there, and they're like, yeah, it's the Golden Worm Gaffer. This was the guy with the dude who made the Dragon Bone juice. It's good. And a few other familiar people from your classes. Rudy is in there. She's like, she's not buying anything. She has no money, but she's like, oh, this is great. It seems that he's
away from it.
It seems like he is making a killing, and he's got like 6 kegs left of this Golden Worm Gaffer. You guys are currently on the outside of the crowd looking in at all of this as people are purchasing these kegs. A few, like, walk past you. Vaymac and Vadak get one each. And they're like, oh yeah, this is going to be good game on Sunday.
Ishim, would you like one?
I think I've had my fill from... I went and helped Gadway with some of it a couple nights ago. But it's good to see that something good came out of the party.
Definitely.
At 715 Creeks. Maybe let's wait till the crowd dies down and go, congratulate him on the success. But unless you're particularly curious about the brew itself.
Not particularly. I'm more of a wine fiend myself, so.
Okay. Well, I guess, we'll kind of, like, circle the outskirts of the crowd to kind of come in from the opposite end.
Okay.
And kind of, like, we're not going to push through. We're going to kind of wait till the crowd's, your Gadway's done with them. And catch him when he's done with them.
10-4. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, after some time, you guys sit in the cold, windy weather. It's late at this point. It's like 6 p.m. The sun's coming down in the sky. And eventually the remaining... I'm fixing my camera. The remaining kegs of Golden Worm Gaffer quickly go to the student body. In fact, you even see a faculty member walk away with one.
Which one?
One of the library staff.
Lame answer.
We know they're getting turret in the back.
Could have been Harkham.
Yeah, Harkham comes by and is like, stop this immediately. Mr. Mead Glider, are you selling Golden Worm Gaffer alcohol on campus without having let me know? I take all of them now. No. After some time, however, the sun falls in the sky, and Mace and Ashim, you guys watch as the crowd dissipates, and And Gadway packs up like his cart and some of his other things, and he starts wheeling it back towards the dormitories.
I approach him. Resounding success on the brew.
Oh, you stupid big green motherfucker! Look at you! Aye!
I'm surprised. I shouldn't say I'm surprised, but it's great to see that, something great came out of what we did.
Aye, well, something great for me coin person, oil. Look at this! He shows you he's got like 400 gold pieces in this big old purse. I can barely hold it. In fact, I'm keeping it in the cart. 400 gold pieces is not a small amount of money.
Not at all. No.
Like it's a good it's like a couple grand probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I would keep an eye on that. There's all sorts of folk that could take interest in that pouch.
Don't worry. All right, it's just a short shot. I'm even gonna cut through the grass to get to the dormitories.
Very smart. What's gonna be
Are you
your
sure
first?
you wouldn't like?
Oh, go ahead.
Are you sure you wouldn't like an escort?
Who's asking?
Oh,
Gadway.
I am.
This is. Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
My name is Melly. I'm a roommate of Ishim's.
All right. He puts his hand up to you, but does not say any quieter than he usually speaks. I'm sorry for you. That must be a miserable experience. He looks at you, Ashim. He kind of looks at you, Ashim.
Wait, he did the hand thing to Mace?
Yeah, and then moves over to you.
I cut my hand in the way so that Mace can't see it and go, not as bad as never being able to look above the average counter.
Hey! I'll have you know the average counter depends on where you live, alright? I'm quite tall for a dwarf.
I just kind of smirkingly just raise my eyebrows.
Oh, I'm gonna kneecap you so hard, I'm gonna grind you up and put you in the next batch, alright? You hear me? You mark my words. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna rip your spine out. I'm gonna grind you in the paste.
You're quite funny.
A little bit too much there.
Mace, good to meet you. Sorry, Melly. I don't know why I knew your name was Mace. In fact, I didn't.
I did tell you that most people call me Mace.
Oh, you did? Alright, well, I'm saying all my DM things in character now, and I don't mean to. He looks at you. Mace, pleasure to meet you.
Wonderful meeting you too, Gadway.
Hey, well, hey, if you're so kind as to escort me, I suppose I could pay you for your troubles. You cutthroat merchants, you negotiators, you.
If that's something that you feel necessary, friend, that's going to be your call. I would much prefer to see that gold goes reliably towards your next batch.
Absolutely. Don't feel obligated.
No, dwarven culture you wouldn't understand. If you're going to do something for me, I got to pay you for it, alright? It'd be disrespectful to me if I didn't. Come on, let's go. Daylight's burning. It's going to be darker than on the mountain here soon.
Let's be off then.
Alright. The two of you escort Gadway the 1,500 feet over to the dormitory. And eventually help him lug the wagon and all the gold up 3 flights of stairs to his dormitory. And he thanks you for your time in a very dwarven way, and he gives both of you guys 10 gold pieces for your troubles.
I'm gonna net even.
Yeah. All right. That's
Yeah.
that's numero 9. Aaron?
This is not about the session. Have we been listening to jazz arrangements of Radiohead songs this entire time?
And Aaron, you can go ahead and take inspiration for catching that. Good call.
What?
Come
Are you
on!
serious?
Yeah.
I just realized, holy shit. I don't know why you even called it Radiohead, but I was like, holy
You guys
fuck.
throw fits about getting inspiration. None of you ever use it, so it's not obvious.
Yeah, good.
This entire time it's been Radiohead music?
A lot of it has been
I didn't know
Radiohead.
that was an option.
Holy fuck. I just
I-
realized I just heard Paranoid Android and really started listening. I'm like, what the hell? That's the song.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
I always
many-
have inspiration, and I just choose not to use it, just to lord it over other people.
Yeah.
How much
Well,
inspiration,
so you
Brett?
can talk
Sorry.
to voice.
You get mechanical inspiration. It's in the top of your sheet, so you can re-roll anything once. You can take advantage on any roll, basically.
Oh.
Like session inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bardic. They're both called inspiration. I don't know why.
Gotcha.
All right, Mesa Hashim. That's numero 9. But before we go to the next group,
Let
Aaron.
love kiss boys.
not yet.
Shit.
Aaron. After class one day, you find yourself in the mail room of the Department of Practical Studies. The university kind of does its own mail intake and outtake, and where it goes from there, who knows? A lot of it probably goes to Ormond's, but perhaps there are other news outlets. Maybe some of them go to. Did I say news outlets? I meant mail outlets. Maybe some of them go on Airship. You don't know for sure. But everything that's been happening recently, especially the quiet times these last few weeks, you think it is about time to try and reach out to Amelia in Estenhold.
Okay.
You find yourself in the Department of Practical Studies mailroom, and you've written up your letter, and you can send me, if you've written something already, you can send it to me, or you can write something later. But I know that was one of your goals. You're sat there at a table, and you've written the letter, and you look up at like a scroll on the wall that explains exactly what you need to do to be able to actually send a letter. And you read a line or two. And every time you read a couple of lines, Barreless is in your mind, loud and distracting and making it difficult to focus. Typically, this is always the case for you, Aaron, and a lot of your mental faculties are kind of focused on keeping this guy quiet so that the rest of you can think. But the past few weeks, there have just been days where it's been very difficult to keep this guy like out yelling in your head or taunting you or just like being a nuisance, like occupying your mind. And this is one of these times where you're looking at this scroll trying to figure out how to like address a letter and all this stuff, and just every time, boom, 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 boom. He is in your mind.
I would like to go in mind and speak to him.
Come on, Aaron, what's wrong?
Would you shut up? As I say. I'm trying to figure this shit out, and you're just being a fucking annoying. Just stop. Alright?
Mentally
Stop,
manifest
or
the
I
broom, start
will not
banging
let
on
you
the
go in
ceiling.
pseudoform for like 3 months.
I'm sorry, was I being distracting? Why don't you just let me out so we won't have to deal with this anymore?
Hardy har, you fucking Neanderthal. Just keep quiet, alright? tired of your bitch ass.
Oh, I've got a better idea. Why don't you let me free? And he's just like, boom, 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 pounding on the doors of your mind. It's gonna happen sooner or later, Aaron. Rip the bandage off.
Look at you. So cute.
In your mind, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me, actually.
Oh no. A wisdom saving?
If you
Yes.
fail, another E gets added to your name.
No, not Aaron.
Aaron.
No, it's actually somewhere else. It's at the end, so it's Irene.
21.
21.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
9
Come
plus
on,
10.
Irene.
Come on, Irene. Let me be free in this moment. I'll kill everything.
No.
Save you for last.
For the
Turn you two hats.
Marlis, are you feeling a little sick? Your voice is not what it used to be.
You are genuinely, despite your mockery, you are having some difficulty, like, focusing on this. And although you're able to, like, keep him from really fucking with your head, you cannot focus on this thing. And you end up, like, you're trying to write, and you ink splatter all over this piece of parchment that you're trying to address.
Sorry, I saw Crouton doing something weird. Okay, I'm gonna look around and see if anybody's there to, like, help me.
Yeah, actually, as you look around, you notice that someone is actually stood behind you.
Oh. I turn around.
You look and see a tall human man with a kind of a strong nose and long brown hair. In fact, hey, you look up at this guy and regain focus for a moment. You'll hear a, "Yeah, right, man."
I just have a really bad migraine, and it's really hard to focus right now. Would you mind helping me out to address this? It's kind of hard translating this scroll while this migraine is getting ferociously worse.
Hi, I can be sure to help you with it.
Thank you. What was your name? Sorry.
Right, last time was a little exciting. Rhythm from the party.
Oh, the guy, right?
Yeah, the loudest.
Rhythm. Oh, does he recognize me?
He does.
Oh no.
Yeah, he does.
Oh no. Oh, Rhythm. Oh, Hank. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Could be worse. Semester's coming to a close. Well, not quite yet, but looking forward to the end of it. And well, how are you?
I'm okay. I didn't know you went here. Well, what are you studying?
Hey, I'm here with my girl Rainey. We're musicians, like all the family. Well, most of the family, anyways.
Oh, you're part of. Oh, so that's why. Like, you're a musician, so we never really see musicians around here because they're always in their own building. You know, who knows what they do in there.
Hey, it gets a little strange sometimes. Hey, that's for sure.
Yeah, I quite think of it. I've never seen a musician outside of that building. Anyway.
What were you trying? You're trying to write a letter then?
Yeah. I'm trying to address the letter. The letter's already written in the envelope, but I'm trying to address it. So.
All right, hey, it's a little confusing. Here, let me help you. He sits down and begins to help you. Kind of shows you what to do. You struggle to follow with your lack of focus, but I remember the first time I was trying to address a letter back home. They make it bloody complicated to do, don't it?
Yeah,
But
I know.
eventually you figure it out. Back home we do mail a lot differently. Well, back home I don't really know anybody else from outside of the town, but here you can send mail wherever. Can't always send mail back to you though. That's the tough part. But
Yeah.
sometimes you get some.
Yeah, mail is very strange. I never, where I came from, we never really had mail. We just dealt with vocal, vocal threats and stuff like that. But anyway, we don't need to get into that. So, yeah, yeah, they do make it really complicated. Where is it that you that you come from, Ribbon?
Oh, I'm from Heron. Down in well, not down. Well, down if you the Gale Plains. Near the border of the pasture. Great place, really beautiful.
You know that place?
Uh
Familiar.
no. So, if you want to go to the world map, everybody,
Yeah.
Heron is over here. This red dot.
Oh yeah, and I'm from here. So
You're in like this region, yeah.
yeah, that area.
So
Okay.
you're pretty far.
Pretty. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I don't. I mean, I passed through there. I didn't really spend much time there. But that's interesting. Great folk there. I assume a lot of good folk music.
Aye, the music's the best. It's a town of bards, after all.
Is it? Okay. That's
Beautiful. Best you've ever heard. All my family. You know,
You know,
so,
oh, sorry,
no,
sorry.
please, go ahead.
Oh well, I mean, I guess passing through there, I was a little inspired. I definitely heard the music and was like, and it was like, man, I'd really like to try and like contribute to this as much as I can. I guess I kind of got ahead of myself at the party.
Right.
Listen, I apologize. I don't know what came over me. I guess I just really, when I get into something, I really get into it. So.
Well, you know what, friends? Listen. I think maybe Squid City's just not ready for your type of music yet. But, my eldest brother Galvin actually might really like it.
Really?
Aye, maybe you could come by sometime and show him. I don't know. We live up the district a bit. Listen, here's your letter, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Ribbon. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Hey, listen, your roommate Lava.
Yeah.
Hey, I talked to her at the party. We talked about music for a little while.
Brett, sorry. Do I
Yeah.
notice like a sudden emotional shift when he brings her up?
Roll insight.
Okay. Where are you?
So I think at this point it has been kept hidden that there's a familial
Right.
relationship there. Yeah.
Oh, that's a 9. I guess not.
Okay. Your friend Lava, she's on the Gnome team, right?
Yeah. She's a big contributor actually. They have a game this Sunday.
Aye.
So yeah, we're planning on getting a booth at the tailgate and getting ready to see that technological expo. So
Right, I've heard about that. Listen, I was Rainey and I were going to go to the tailgate. We had Lauf and I had a great conversation at the party about something I really wanted to continue, but it got cut short after, well, you saw everything that happened there.
Yeah.
Or maybe you didn't, you left. Anyways, things got crazy. Probably good that you weren't there. But I wanted to continue the conversation with her. You want to just make sure she visits the tailgate? I'll find her. I'm sure we'll be playing somewhere.
Oh, she'll be there. I'm pretty sure. I can see she's in the Adventures Club. So with us. So I'm guaranteed that she'll be with us at that booth for sure.
Great. Then I'll look around for you all.
Okay, cool. Your cousin. Sorry, what was his name?
Brother, Galvin.
Brother, Melvin.
Galvin, Galvin. Yeah, Irish accent, hard to parse. I understand.
Barrel is. Oh!
yeah, that's why. That's why.
When in reality, I just don't know what you're saying.
Marvin going to the tailgate?
Marvin Gaye, the musician.
Galvin got it. Galvin got it. I'll be sure to stop by the building and check it out. You guys need to venture out more. There's a lot more than just your rinky-dink building.
Hey, well, once Rainey and I are done, we've got big plans. In fact, we've already been playing around the town, and we're trying to expand, make a name for ourselves. Maybe, I don't know. It's been going okay so far, but Galvin's been helping us out, and we're gonna make it. I tell you that. All right, mark my words.
That's great. I'm marking it. That's great.
Great.
All right. Well, it was good to see you, Riven, and thank you very much for this.
I'll see you around. All right.
All right. Same. I deposit the letter.
Okay.
Wherever it needs to be deposited.
You hand it over to the mail.
Say what? Sorry.
I said you hand it over to the mail clerk, and she pulls out her piece and brains you one.
Please end it. The voice is in my head.
All right.
Yeah, and I just go home and teach fucking wireless a lesson.
All right. Okay. Who hasn't gone a second round yet? I think Lauva hasn't and Snipe hasn't. And Agval not yet, but Agval got an event. So, yeah, those two gabies down there. How about Gutter, Snipe, and Lauva?
Oh shit.
Gabies.
Prime time.
Gabies.
Oh, sorry. Nine is not available anymore. We won't go through all of these, but
16.
Huh?
16.
16. Are you sure?
We can change the number.
No, that's fine. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, 18 for 18 plus.
Get those children off, you're busted.
So, Aaron thinks 60 degrees Fahrenheit is cold, and Ashim holes for ears are the little things now. That's funny. All right. Send me Gutter Snipe. Show me Lauva. Lauva and Gutter Snipe. The two of you. It's Thursday now.
It's
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday, my boy.
The Holy Thursday, yes. And the two of you are in the library attempting to, well, Snipe, you're attempting to help Lauva with her preparation for Norbit's exam. And the two of you have kind of finished your study session for the day when, as you're walking down the stairs to a lower level of the library, you see a little bit of a commotion at the other end of the library, actually. You look and you see, it appears that Marcus is currently arguing with a librarian in front of a closed door. You can't tell what they're talking about yet unless you approach, but it's a little above library voice.
Oh, we're investigating.
Too
We're
easy.
so investigating this.
We approach.
we approacheth.
I'm glad you guys are of sound mind and body.
Jojo walking up there.
So the two of you walk up and you hear Marcus is arguing with this librarian about being allowed access into the specific archive for a tome. You see Marcus like, all right, listen, I don't know how much I have to explain this to you, okay? But I need that tome for my class, okay? And the librarian, they're going back and forth with this, and the librarian is like, and I already told you, in her soft librarian ASMR voice, I already told you, Mr. Johnson, that if you would like to check out a book from this archive, you need to put in a special request with the library staff, which will be processed in a week's time. I don't have a week's time, lady, alright? I need this tome. I need it now, okay? Your poor planning is not my problem, Mr. Johnson. You can put in a request now, and you will have it next Thursday. These two are going back and forth on this, and it's clear that neither of them are relenting anytime soon.
Go fast. And I set 10 gold pieces on the desk.
Wow. Okay,
I feel like you go first because I had more extreme options, but it seems like you've also chosen the extreme option.
well, it'll be the 1-2 punch with Snipe. They see Marcus and the librarian.
And
Snipe attempts to bribe. Snipe attempts to bribe the librarian. Wow. She looks at you, Snipe. I'm sorry, sir, but I am currently dealing with another student. If you would please wait your turn. Also, this is a library. You don't pay for books here.
I'm actually with him.
You say that in a voice?
Yeah, I'm sure I've heard somebody in the gang say that.
Okay. Marcus looks over at you guys.
For all I know, Ashim says that plenty.
Yeah. Marcus looks over at you guys. He's doing...
Helping.
Alright. He looks at you. Alright. I'm sorry. I don't know who this this creature is, and I don't know if do you guys not have good pest control around the library? I mean, it seems like it with all the different bureaucracy you've got going on here. And you see the librarian is kind of like, what? Like looking at him now and looking down. Well, I never, Mr. Johnson. It seems she's getting a little heated.
Marcus, I thought you said you already put in your book request. Did they lose it?
Roll deception.
15.
Yes. Man, that's right. What? Mr. Johnson, do you seriously expect me to believe that? Did you check?
Poor pest control and you're losing things? It seems like you're awful disorganized.
Why? All right, fine. I will check and show you that you did not put in a request. She turns to go over to another spot in the library and starts rifling through like a cabinet. Yeah, and Marcus looks at you too, gutter snipe, and is like, "Here," hands you a list in kind of drunken scrawl of a few different tomes. Go get them now. Go.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, Snipe, I need you to roll stealth for me, baby.
Oh no.
Man, a 4, so that's only a 12. Fuck.
Lava, are you gonna try and like draw any attention? Like try and keep this lady occupied?
You know what I could do? I could be a bigger guy and use my inspiration.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, that's a 20.
A 20 what?
26.
Okay. Snipe, you while this librarian is looking through all this stuff, you run in, look at the list, and you're like, and you grab one more that's not on the list, and run back out, and you run and you like slide him under a table nearby. Just as the librarian returns and, Mr. Johnson, these are all of the requests put in the last month. All right? The last one you put in was 3 weeks ago, not last week. Put in a request or wait until it's out of the archive. Fine, man, all right. God, see if I ever come back here. Oh. He looks at the two of you guys. I didn't need your help. And grabs some of the books from under the table.
He totally needed our help.
And he's out of there. He's ghost. But it seems like you have successfully assisted Mr. Marcus Johnson in acquiring some tomes for Guybrush.
I am up.
Marcus got
Yeah.
Marcus got books for Guybrush.
That's
Good job.
in the library. So I am not with you. I also leave in a separate direction.
Damn. You all depart upset at the interaction despite it being a complete success.
I mean, I gotta keep up the airs. Both of them said that I'm just a pest.
What a tool. What a tool that Marcus guy is. All right, folks. It is Friday. Friday, November 2nd, 9:95, and bright and early in the morning, you have all oh no, hold on. What's this? This is funny. If this loads.
Second, right?
Yeah, Friday, November 2nd. Dell, as soon as that loads for you. It is Friday, November 2nd, 9:95, and you have all gathered bright and early inside Norbit's General History Lecture Hall to take your midterm exam. Here's how this is going to work. You all, if you'll go to the Delinquents text chat for me. You all have 15 minutes to complete this. You may use any of the notes inside of your own notebook
What?
that you have taken as a character. Here is your midterm exam for...
Fair.
Here is your midterm exam. There are 15 questions, 14 and a bonus. It is multiple choice. And your timer, go ahead and download it. Well, I'll even be nice to you. Your timer ends at 20 on the hour. Go ahead and highlight your answers and submit them to me.
Oh man.
This is really unfair for someone who just lost all their notes out of their control.
It
What do
is.
you mean?
There'll be a curve, maybe.
I like maybe.
And I will say this. I believe all of these have been mentioned in the little general history general history lecture sections of this campaign so far. Go ahead and start your exam. And when you're done, submit it to me. I'm gonna go get a drink of water while you guys do that. No cheating.
I'm trying so hard to open it, man. This is so
It's just a Word document, man.
I know.
Not everyone has Word.
Oh,
I
okay.
have several versions of Word, and
I don't have Word.
Oh, okay.
no,
All right.
I don't have
All right.
Word.
Okay, hold on. If you guys don't have Word,
I'm
then
gonna try to open it up in Notepad.
Tim
It
says this
fucked
is
up,
so
dude.
fucked
It's
up.
so fucked up.
My God, he made you pay attention to the lore he gave you. A
You know
fascist.
what? How about I send you what my answers are? Because I can't edit this shit.
Okay, are you all able to see this?
Yes.
Wait,
Is anybody unable to see it?
did you put it in the tabletop?
I guess I can try, but I gotta make it an image.
No. Where did you put it?
It's in the Delinquents text chat. I'll put on some calm music for you.
No, I need the stress.
So you
No,
don't need
yeah.
this.
Stress
All right,
music,
fine.
please.
We'll keep the stress music on while you take your exam. Does everybody have it?
No.
Okay.
When you say, "Can you see this?" what are you referring to?
Dude, I sent a file in the Delinquents text chat.
No, I can't open it. I don't have Word.
Okay, that's what I'm asking you. So, hold on. All right, here. I'm just going to post it in here.
I have WordPad something. Oh.
All right, there you go. That's in the chat just in case. All right, technical difficulties. You have until 23.
Never say Agwell's not a team player.
There you go.
Hey, Brett.
Yes.
Hold on. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Well, we'll give you a -1 then. Yeah, exactly, Tim. All right, good luck. I'll be right back. Where's my phone? And I've got my timer. let's see. Okay, I have answers from Dell and Gavin. And from Josiah. Okay. Still waiting on Dell, Jake, Ron, and Jen. You still have plenty of time.
You're not waiting on
I'm not? Oh, did you sign me? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm just waiting on Jen, Jake, and Ron. You still have plenty of time.
I'll fucking kill you, man.
Let's see. Ron, you looking at the second screen? You got Or and Google up right now, bud?
You'll see.
Oh,
Here,
boy.
and then
Alright.
you'll see when you look at the file I sent you.
All right, I got one from Ishim.
It downloads. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. If you just look at the
I got Ron.
just look at the file I sent you.
That's funny as fuck.
Can we see it?
He wrote his name on it, but it's like half of the letters are backwards. All right, I have submissions from everybody.
What I did is I made a file on my phone, and I was writing on my phone, like pen, and then I sent the file through Messenger, from Messenger to my computer onto the text file. And so this is what it's so bright, it's the fucking light of the sun.
You're not gonna be able to see it. All right.
So literally what I wrote from that one session we were in history class, my exact wording is history stuff I don't get a fuck about. Is the only note that I wrote.
Wow. All right, folks.
I have notes at that time.
I have submissions from everyone, but as I know that the characters may know more or less than the players, there will be a modifier of sorts. DC based on your worldliness and what events you have actual experience with. Could I have everybody roll for history as well?
Oh, we could pull it out. We could.
Oh, fuck yeah, baby.
Okay.
24.
12 from Lauva, 24 for Mace. Got 11 from Agval.
Can I use my inspiration?
You could if you want to, yeah.
That would actually be a good time to use it.
Oh, damn, Hashim with a 25. Nice. Hashim studied.
No fucking way this just happened.
2 nat ones, baby.
What did
Can
you
I gift
roll?
my inspiration? Can I gift my inspiration to Aaron? No,
Doing that
please.
one, so what's your total, bud? Otherwise, I hope you answered the questions well.
That's 7.
Seven
Okay, that's not bad.
is okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Let's see.
Are we self-grading these bad boys?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can we
7.
pass them to partners?
Let me tally up the scores real quick. And I will probably just check mark if you got it wrong. That's easier. And I'll check if you got it right.
Some of the answers to these questions you said in this session.
Yeah, you said at least 2 of them this session.
Yep.
Funny how
I don't
those things
remember that.
happen.
I also did not write notes about those because I didn't see it as important. But now I will write things as important.
All this does is forces us to, in the future, now just spend more of our mental capacity writing notes instead of trying to live in the moment of the session.
Yes. So I want you guys to listen to all my back-breaking lore.
Lore is only good in a world you're allowed to engage in.
Correct. And what did she put for... Okay. I don't know if I want to give you guys the... You want the scores?
I answered one wrong, but I know the answer.
You want
to
the
it.
scores
I really-
today
I
or
really don't want to hear.
Yes,
I
do
really
it.
don't want.
Do it,
Man, I get exams every
Fucking
fucking
day.
week. You can't
I
hurt
wouldn't
me in
know,
this
man.
It's
game.
like a band-aid, alright? Just rip it off.
Well, I'll tell you this here. Norbit himself has to grade the exams. So in game, you won't know what you get, but I will tell you how many you got.
Okay.
I'll tell you how many you got as players. Let me tally them up first.
There's one I know I answered
Bro.
so bad because I know the real answer to it.
Can we keep it anonymous?
I just want to know who got the most right.
Okay. Let's see.
This is so fucking rude and on stream.
Oh yeah, baby.
And
Honestly, I think it's
on
better. I get exams every week. You can't hurt me with exams.
Yeah, but when I get a 5 out of 15, it kind of hurts.
On this is just
man.
preparing for tomorrow.
No, I'm serious. Like, until you've gotten like a career-altering sheet of paper that tells you, hey, by the way, you fucking sucked. Like, it's
Yeah.
kind of, yeah, it hurts.
All right.
That in my career.
I mean, hell, I got to study for my next one.
Yeah.
My retake of said exam.
Yeah, you know, but like, I get exams every week, and I've failed a couple, so it doesn't hurt that much anymore.
What happens when you fail?
You die.
So they upgrade my hours, and I'm forced to put in 20 hours a week, 3 hours a day, any day preceding a work day. So basically, they take away all my free time.
Damn, that sucks.
And with
Wait,
comp hours coming up, I'm about
like hours to working, right? Like just
So-
working.
No, so I do like 6 to 5, like 6 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, going to school, and then on top of that, I need to put in 3 extra hours mandatory every day, 20 hours a week. Notice, 3 times 5 does not equal 20. That's the best part. You got to put in
Okay.
extra time. It's so great that every week this is what I do.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I have 4 tests in the next 2 weeks, more than I've ever had.
You'll get a break soon. You're almost there, buddy.
Yeah, but after 3 weeks, in 3 weeks, me and Gavin come to visit you. Isn't
I
that
know, I'm
fun?
excited. You get to see my shitty house. I can't wait.
Kitty
Home
house.
stretch, baby.
It's so bad. I've also been working on a meme for you guys.
You got to see our house when we were.
Ron, why did you answer 14 that way?
What do you mean?
Norbit is not the headmaster of the university.
I honestly was kind of confused.
He was RPing. He went, that's the only name I
So you said
recognize.
I think he's director of something right now, and I kind of confused that with headmaster.
Hurry up and tell us who did the best.
Hold on, I'm grading.
I think I definitely did the worst.
I got a
It's
piss.
so funny. Honestly, I think my answers were all in character, so it works.
All right.
5 is wrong. I know what the right answer is. I'm just dumb. We can't read.
Are you guys ready?
Jake just walked away, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Well, I'll wait. Hold on.
Yeah,
Makes
more
sense.
suspense. Thanks, Jake.
Also,
Well,
there
it-
are 2 Marcuses on the board.
Huh?
There are 2 Marcuses on the board.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
so you
yeah,
know.
he's in 2 places.
He has a time turner.
I'll wait for Jake to get back, and we'll talk about what your player scores are, not your adjusted character scores.
Cada dia te quiero más, Joby Joby, Joby Joba. Cada dia te quiero más, Joby Joby.
All right, here he comes.
All right.
But now we're missing Josiah.
Okay. Well,
Goddamn,
no, he's
Josiah.
back.
Come back, dude.
Come back to us.
Put us in order. Shame us.
All right. Lowest score? Gavin.
Sorry, cats were fighting. They get
With a 9 out of 15.
Damn.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Then-
we all did
It's not
pretty
bad.
good.
Ron with a 10 out of 15.
Woo!
Josiah with a 10 out of 15. Jake with a 10 out of 15. Dell with a 10 out of 15. And Jen with an 11 out of 15.
It should have been motherfucking 12. I know the answer to number 5. I reread it after I sent it in, and I fucking hate myself. Dude.
Those are your player scores. Congratulations to Jen, who unfortunately cannot get inspiration because she has inspiration like 5 stacks over.
And I'll have more inspiration next session.
Wait, who had the lowest?
Gutter Snipe with
I
a
did.
Oh,
Gavin
I
with a
didn't
9.
have a single note. I just went off full memory. Okay. So 1 is King, all right?
No.
We're not gonna go over the real answers. You'll get your graded exams back. You'll get your graded exams
That
back.
means lava, if we're going off of like a 70% is needed to pass, lava's the only one to pass.
Well, there are adjusted
With a
there are adjusted scores based on those history rolls, so don't worry. Like for example,
What are the
Sheeman Mace
scores?
rolling a 25 and a 24. So they might be okay.
I'm smart.
Snipe is also not a student and would remember this much better than I do.
Yeah, Snipe just took this exam for the hell of it. This is like professional development for him.
Hey, this is like the one day that I went to PFW and I shadowed, and then I did the work along with the class. And then as
So
I
here's the
left,
meme I've been
the
working
person
on.
I was shadowing said, "Hey, you've turned in more work than half of the people in this class."
Wow.
There's my work. There's
PFW
my
has
meme for you guys.
Serious
Nice.
educational and institutional problems as a university.
Nice meme, Ron. Huh. I want you all to know, you get a little peek behind my DM screen. My last note, I forgot about this, is depending on the party's protests, likely from those who don't pay good attention, there may be some roles involved with this.
Hey,
So here
here's
we
the
are.
thing though. All of us pay enough attention to at least get a 9 out of fucking 15.
Hey, I just have
A
one
60.
question.
Yes.
Was
66.
was the last actual
question.
was it supposed to be a trick question between headmaster and director? Because that's the one that got me. Okay, so the headmaster and director are the same person.
There are directors of each department. There's a headmaster of the university.
Okay, alright, so it's not Harkham or Norbit. They're not
It's
the headmaster.
Valero.
Okay.
Yes.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Arkham
Harkham
is
might make a
director
play.
of arcane studies.
Honestly, I
Norbit
was confused
is
with that question.
interim.
'Cause I was just like, you know what? It's normal. This is what Agval would do. It's okay. Took my test very in character.
All right.
In character, getting the same score as a Sheen.
Dude,
Hey, we studied together.
that is just so
The thing is, if I fail my test because of my history roll, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
I failed mine because of my history rolls. Like, seriously.
Like, I got a slightly above average history roll.
Don't worry. There'll
I
be.
got a slightly above average history roll, so
I'll reach to the screen and punch you.
I think I figured out how the curve is gonna work. So don't worry.
no.
So,
You might all pass,
all right.
Except for Gutter Snipe.
except Gutter Snipe because it doesn't matter for him. But
No, he
All right.
has this in order to be
All right.
the emotional support animal.
I got. You guys all leave. You guys all leave your exam, and you discuss it for some time. You all feel like it went all right for all of you, but after some time, you've still got busy days, and you kind of scatter amongst yourselves. I had a couple more things for us here. Lauva.
Yes. Sorry.
All right.
We're debating.
Okay. Delightful. Lauva. The
I'm not saying hello to you. Go away.
You good?
Okay, now I'm ready.
Okay. You've spent the past week or so, or really the past couple of weeks, searching for your brother, Rhythm. And unfortunately, your search has actually proven rather unfruitful. It seems like maybe you have opposite schedules, maybe that you're just not in the right place at the right time. You're certain he's not avoiding you because he said that he would be looking for you on campus. But it's a big campus with a lot of people, and unfortunately it seems like the luck of the draw has not really been there for you. Unfortunate, but you're sure, especially after Aaron tells you that this guy named Rhythm wants to see you at the tailgate, that you'll run into him at some point. But unfortunately, there is really no sign of your brother on campus. Luckily for you, you did describe 2 goals that you were looking for, and there is certainly no shortage of Palmer around. It seems like from when you guys have all seen each other around the dorms and campus that he is mostly recovered from his injuries, though he and honestly the rest of you occasionally have bouts of fatigue and brain fog, especially kind of late at night. And but Lauva, There's one day.
There's one
It's
day.
kind of after. It's kind of after the exam. Later on Friday night. Where you're walking along. You've just left the. I don't know where your icon is. You've just left the Department of Martial Studies. And you run into Palmer. You see he's sat himself just upon the grass. Why is his little thing just man? Oh, because he says man, right? Man. You see he's sat upon the grass. And he's got an easel set down, or a canvas set down upon the ground. And it appears that he is painting something. And it's rather cold and windy out, and occasionally you see a brush of his blow away, which he kind of grabs and picks back up and stuffs into one of his pockets or whatnot. It's a cold and windy day, not the best for painting, but it seems like he's out there doing it anyways.
Hey, Palmer.
Oh, hey man. What's up? How'd the
Oh, just
how'd the exam go?
I did as well as I was gonna do. How do you feel like you went?
Pretty good, all things considered. It wasn't really very hard. Some of the questions.
You know, I feel like I should know more, like, being a human, being exposed to some of that stuff, but, like, I feel like an idiot.
Oh, I mean, hey man, there's a lot there's a lot to know, man. I think it's kind of hard to just put it all down on parchment in the moment. But you're not an idiot, man. I'm sure you know more than you think. Tests are hard. I've never really done them until I've gotten here.
You're telling me. Can I sit next to you? What are you doing?
Yeah, take a seat. Kind of pats the grass next to him. Whew, jeez. Try it. Try it like it's freezing. I mean, I know that's how it is up north too, but it was warmer in the summer here. Yeah, I'm just painting. He kind of points his paintbrush up at a nearby tree that the two of you are sat in front of. It's a tall, thin tree with a wonderful array of gold, yellow, and brown leaves. Just a tree, I guess. But I don't know. I've always liked the trees and things across the seasons, especially. You know, it's the same. It's the same thing at the end of the day, but they change colors and shape, and I don't know. I like how dynamic they can be, I guess.
Yeah.
It's painting.
And honestly, I would say that's one thing I do miss about home. All the different things. The nature, I guess, is what I should say.
Well, I don't know, man. It's pretty different here, too. But I get it.
Okay. Sorry. Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you about something. And I don't want this to come off as weird. I don't know.
Okay.
God damn it. Try it
You're-
above. Okay.
You alright, man?
No, I'm fine. We have spent a lot of time together. And I think I
Hey, Lava! From down the road, it's Hulk Hogan. Nah, it's Jesper. Sorry, buddy. Right. And, yeah, we'll make him red, I guess. Why not? Hey! Immediately, Palmer looks over and sees this guy coming up, and your concentration is definitely broken by this yelling, and you see Jesper like kind of bundled up in a coat, and he's got his fucking hat and scarf on and everything, and he's got a big old bag with him. It's a pretty tall bag, actually. Hey! Oh man, I've been looking for you everywhere. He looks down at Palmer too. Powell, man, how's it going?
Did you just say Powell?
Yeah.
His painter name?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wouldn't... hey, Jesper?
What's going on? I wanted to talk to you about something.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not interrupting anything, am I? And Palmer kind of grabs his canvas. No, man, you're not interrupting anything. I'll get out of your guys' way. And goes to walk off, and Jesper's like, "Hey, wait, man. I want to ask you something too later. I'll swing by the dorm, dude. We'll talk." And, Palmer. Yeah, sure. That's cool. All right, hey, I'll talk to you later, okay? Sorry.
Okay. I guess I'll talk to you later. Okay.
A gust of cold wind blows through the area. Man. Something wrong with that guy? I've like never seen him happy. Always got a frown on his face. Tortured artists, I guess, right?
No, he can be. He's a pretty nice guy. I've seen him laugh. I guess. I don't know.
Man, maybe I've just caught him on bad days. Well, hey, I'll swing by and we'll be good buds. I'll talk to him and I'll find him on a good day. I'll keep coming until I do. Hey, I was talking with Agval, and he mentioned that your bow was kind of not doing you right. It was kind of ratty. It was kind of falling apart. And I just happened, if you want it, I happen to have one lying around. It's kind of new. I never used it. Don't really use them, but I was, if you want it, I figured, hey, you could, here. He hands you the long burlap bag.
I'm gonna look inside.
Yeah, you look inside. Lava doesn't want to be a throuple. Jesus Christ, Del. Your mind out of the gutter. You look inside of the bag, and Lava, this is a very, very nice longbow. a +1 longbow. In fact, it's finely crafted. I mean, the string is well oiled. The wood is a strong like oak blend. There's good steel rivets on there. This is no like I strung this up in the forest kind of thing. This is for sure a finely crafted thing. It's not like it's not an Aston Martin, but it's a caddy. It's a Cadillac for sure.
You just had this lying around?
Well, okay, I had the money lying around, but same thing.
I cannot take this from you. This is.
Oh,
this is
hey.
true. I can't.
Well, I can't use it either, so somebody has to take it.
This is like nicer than anything I've ever owned ever. I cannot take this from you.
All right, he grabs it from you. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh, did I like overstep a? I didn't mean to be too, like, forward.
Well, what? It's not you, it's me. I can't, like, really, it's... You spent that money on me?
Well, I mean, it's not that, it wasn't that much. You know, it's easier to kind of get things in Squid City. Stuff like this. Plus, you know, my aunt knows somebody, and it was easy. It wasn't a big deal, you know. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, of course, but it wasn't too. I just thought that you'd, you know, appreciate it.
No, it's not that I don't like it. I guess I will take it back from him and, like, examine it more.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice. I'm not gonna say that it's not some shit crap bow. It's not the nicest that money can buy, but it's certainly a step up from what you have.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you give all your friends gifts like this?
Well, not all of them, no. But I mean, hey, you're really great. So hey, great bow for a great girl, right? It just kind of makes sense, I thought.
I'm dying. I literally am dying right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
It was
Lava's
too cute.
Gonna have to make a call. She's gonna have to make a call.
I hate to put this on you, Lava, or Jen, I should say.
I know. I'm literally dying on the inside because that was kind of cute. Not gonna lie. Okay. That's really sweet. I mean, thanks. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. I mean, you know, we talked at the party before, and I didn't really get to finish our conversation because some guy threw a thing at my head, which he pulls back a part in his hair. You see, there's a pretty wicked scar on there. It's scarred up all right, actually. Doesn't hurt. And unless you touch it. It'll be okay. Do you?
I touched it.
Ow! Yeah, like I said. But hey, give it a few more weeks. It'll be okay. The cold's not very good for it, but... Oh, well, we're used to that, you know.
Yeah, actually, I'm quite enjoying the season change.
It's great. Yeah, reminds you of home, doesn't it?
Yeah. It does. I really like the leaves changing, and I quite enjoy the snow, so I'm looking forward to it.
Snow. Never been a big fan of snow myself. Cold. But hey, you know, if you like it, listen, you know, we got the game on Sunday, but there's gonna be the tailgate and that big announcement. I saw it in the papers. But you know, there's all sorts of other stuff there, and I was thinking maybe we could hang out for a bit before the game.
Honestly, Jasper, I would love to, but it sounds like I have to man a booth or something. I really don't know. She was in charge of that, and it sounds like I'm being roped into it.
Oh, is that for the Adventuring Club?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I joined. You know, last time we talked about it. Why don't I volunteer to man the booth too?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, more the merrier, right? The less I gotta spend.
Absolutely. You know, it could be fun. I don't know what you do at a booth, but hey, a learning experience, right?
Lava's like gonna laugh a little bit. Lava knows what happens at booths.
What the fuck happens at booths? I don't know what happens at booths, bro. Oh, I guess like smooching booths. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Well, I'll see you there then, I guess. I mean, one way or another, right?
Yeah. Yes. I really thank you a lot. I can't I don't know how I can repay you. That's it's yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry. This is weird for me.
I can think of one way to repay me. No, that's horrible. I understand. If you as a player are uncomfortable...
No, it's fine.
Then we can...
No, honestly, Jasper, I don't know how to... I appreciate the gift. Like I said, this is more than I've ever... I didn't grow up with a lot of money, so it was a big shock. I'm just sorry.
It's okay. Hey, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. I'll ask you next time I do something like this, okay?
Please.
You got it. And hey, you don't owe me anything, all right? I'm just excited to see it at the game.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Double finger gun.
Yeah, he finger guns back. All right, hey, I'll see you on Sunday, okay?
Yeah. See you Sunday.
All right, take it easy.
I'm gonna go back to the dorm.
Not getting out of this so easy. Can I have you roll a wisdom saving throw?
No. Oh no.
You immediately throw.
It's a 1. Wait, I have inspiration. Hey, it's a 20.
What?
Oh my god.
Really?
20, yes.
Okay.
Gavin.
Thank
Yeah.
fucking God. Jesus. Finally.
Wisdom, I have a 0. So, like, I rolled a nat 1 and then I rolled a nat 20.
Wowzers.
You get the nat 20.
Wiz save equals 20. Well, Lauva, there's quite a bit running through your head after all that. Rather, well, I think you can better describe how you feel right now. How I don't know, how does Lauva feel right now?
The boulder is conflicted.
The boulder is conflicted. The boulder has gotten over his conflicted feelings and is ready to kiss boys.
Wow.
I/Lauva. I guess I was going through with my plan with Palmer and you've horribly interrupted it, and now you've thrown me off my plan.
He's racist, isn't he? Did that racist thing once.
He hasn't explicitly been racist, but he has hinted at being potentially racist. Yes.
I'm just saying, Ishim is letting a lot of shit fly when it comes to calling him the scaling one or the green guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Lauva has also been a little racist towards Ashim, not gonna lie.
It's college. It's casual college racism. Please don't do that.
Oh my god, what just happened? I'm not on tabletop right now. What happened?
Somebody just fucking singularity vortex the entire goddamn table and sucked it in. And it was Rod, I think, because he's laughing like a fucking monkey.
Fucking ears exploded.
Dumb bass. Lucky I have the revert tool.
So
Otherwise, I'd beat you to death.
Lauva now, like, you know how in like dating games, how like the more you're in love with one person, the closer it gets to the one side. They
Yeah.
went from like here to like back in the middle, and is conflicted about feelings.
Damn. All right. Well, Lauva, you return back to the dorm. You don't really see Palmer for the rest of the day.
F in the chat for Palmer.
I'm gonna just write down she is conflicted. Mace.
On the one hand, I could tell him no, but on the other hand, I get a cool bow.
Oh! That's whack. Lava, chaotic, evil character.
Lauva could have completely in character have just been like, thanks, walks off. You could have absolutely just done that. And it would have been in character.
You were so right, and I thought about that, but then I panicked.
I'm a creature of chaos who can never truly be stopped.
Delightful. All right. Mace.
Yes, sir.
And all of you, it's Saturday night, the night before the tailgate and the game against the Mountaineers, the second game in the Gnome Ball season. You have all, at this point, kind of gathered. We'll go over to the dorm map. Gorn's here. Am I missing somebody? Guttersnipe. There he is.
What? We don't have one of those.
Whack. Bulow just sent me a snap, and it's almost certainly the King Gizzard concert that I told him I could not go to. Let's see what this is. Oh, nice. All right. So,
What song?
something off of LW, I think. Or Infest the Rat's Nest. I don't know. I listened to 3 seconds and it was live. So, it's also raining out there. All of you have had a busy week with your classes and everything, and your history exam for Professor Norbit, which all of you are a little worried about your exam scores for. But you've all gathered back in the dorm Saturday night, and it's been really a pretty normal day. Agval has been preparing himself both mentally and physically for the game tomorrow. Ashim has been every once in a while going to Maple's door and slipping papers under there, which there will be something for that, don't worry. Aaron has been slowly acclimating to the cold weather, as well as Ashim. Guttersnipe you've seen from week to week doing strange things at his little altar in the corner that he's built with Ashim, your magic carpet, and all sorts of other little doodads and whatnot. It seems like Palmer has mostly been avoiding Mace, actually, and Gorn, or not Mace, sorry, Lava. And Gorn,
I understand if you would avoid me too.
And Gorn is his usual paranoid self, kind of just existing as a rat in a cage inside of the dormitory.
Fight all his rage.
Nice. Yeah, that's exactly what that was. Everyone at this point, it's late. Everybody is kind of turned in for the night, including you, Mace. Your therapy sessions have been going all right. Spiritual comforts are kind of the best that the Department of Religious Studies has to offer. But given your background, there are a few traditional triadists who are able to kind of best suit your belief set, for lack of a better term. One night, however, this Saturday night after a session, you've just felt kind of off the entire day. You've been feeling a bad feeling, as if something is wrong, something is strange, and you've tried your best really to just ignore it and think about what the department has told you to deal with, to do in times of difficulty. It's late at night and you have been unable to sleep for a few hours at this point. These thoughts are still occupying your minds. And they keep returning to one thing. You see all sorts of immaterial thoughts in your mind, just general anxiety, worry that these students are going to be injured or something bad is going to happen to them, worried that perhaps Agval will be hurt in the Gnome Ball game, or that the awkward tension between Palmer and Lava is going to grow to a breaking point. Or that Gorn is going to fall through the window one day because he just can't be contained any longer. all sorts of random thoughts in your mind, but everything goes back to one event, one recent event. And that's the strange occurrence in the kitchen with Palmer and Agval regarding that book, that tome, that supposed old diary of the rest of the team's former roommates. You remember the strange circumstances regarding your waking up inside of the Department of Arcane Studies with Harkham and with many of your party members injured and battered. And you cannot shake these thoughts from your mind, especially of this book. And in fact, when you wake in the middle of the night, with your eyes open, you cannot help but in the moonlight continually glance down at the book in your bag beside your bed. At this point, by the way, the other beds have been delivered. I will put them on the map later.
Even the big one for Agval?
Even the big one for Agval. But on this night, you wake up in your bed, look over and see that Lava is fast asleep, but you cannot shake this feeling of anxiety and worry and of foreboding.
So Lava is still asleep?
It appears so, yes.
I would also like to add that one image that keeps recurring in my mind as I'm sitting now awake is one from several years in the past, prior to my time here at the university, wherein I am lying face up, unable to move, and staring up at the stars as not one, not two, but three just slings of fire and fury are thrown through the night sky. And I can hear battle raging on in the distance. And I don't know who's winning anymore.
Yeah. Flashbacks definitely plague your mind from time to time, and especially now upon this moonlit night. You can almost hear these things going on, Mace, as if you were there once more. You hear voices calling for first orders, then broken down and scattered into just desperate cries for assistance, for help. Help me, help them. You try to shake these terrible sounds and sights from your mind. And go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Yeah. Oh shit, I closed my character sheet on accident. Sorry, hold on. Sorry.
You're good.
I have to scroll to find it. Okay, here we go.
I was going to say
That is a 13.
Okay. Jesus Christ, Jake. Yeah, exactly. Mace, you hear this in your mind, and it is very, very difficult to unhear some of the things you have heard. You try your best to get this out of your head, but this cacophony grows and grows in your mind and really kind of shakes you to your core. It takes you quite a while to really center your breathing and get back to your senses. You probably sit there for like an hour just counting breaths and heartbeats before you're able to calm the voices in your head. But as the cries of "Help me! Help! Oh, help!" kind of quiet down in your mind, it does not go away, but it begins to be replaced by soft "Help me! Help! Help!" Once more, your eyes are drawn towards the tome. Or at least the bag that contains it.
I will slowly peek inside, get down from my spot on the bed, and just look inside.
Mace, you take the tome, and as you grab it, you hear the voice slightly louder in your mind. Help them. You open up the tome. There is a single page. If you'll all go to the center of the board.
I am going to go for a walk. And I am not going to return for a while.
All right.
I will put the tome back in the bag and go.
All right. That's where we're ending today's session.
What do the numbers mean? What do the tallies mean? The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Failed wisdom saves?
Is Aaron 7? Like, is that a tally right there?
Looks like a 6 to me.
Yeah, 6. Okay, I didn't know if it was like a 7.
Folks, this has been the first session of Radiohead. Session 35 of the Delinquents on June 11th, 2023. If you're watching us for the first time, hey, thanks, and be sure to come back. There'll be more. If you're watching us for the 2nd through 10th time, then there's still more to come. Perhaps you see some pieces fitting together, or not. I don't know what's going on at all. And if you're a player in this game or anywhere else in the universe in Orin, thank you all for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. This has been the Delinquents Session 35 Radiohead. Goodbye and good night.